returned. I am playing Florens, the human cleric, priest of Avandra, and general old cool man who does nice things for people.
Cool. What does he look like?
He's got grey hair.
James.
He's got a huge grey beard. He's got grey eyes. He wears a greyish green robe. He's a very haggard old man. He certainly looks.
What about his dong?
Approximately 17 inches.
It's okay. And Cord, you are reprising your role tonight. Who are you playing?
I'll be playing Oren Lightvein. He is a paladin of Moradin, but he is a vengeful paladin because someone has taken his daughter, and he wants revenge.
Indeed. And remind me of your daughter's name real quick.
Mithrila.
Thriller. Awesome.
So I can kill her.
Yes, that's excellent.
That's what that means.
I hear myself a Josh. How are you doing, Josh?
Got to put a name to that corpse. I am. Are we lying about how violently unwell I am? I feel like we're not. I'm violently unwell, but I'll be damned if I let real world problems stop me from role playing with you guys.
You've had a hard life.
So yeah, I am. Indeed, I always have a hard life. I am. So yeah, no, I'm having myself not only a hard life, but a slice of dragonkin life. I am playing Draco Bellator, the dragonkin. He's a green dragon. He ho-ho-hos, and he is a fighter.
Such a ho.
Okay, cool. And Bethany, who are you playing tonight?
What's his name? Draco? Is that his name?
Draco.
Sweet.
Tonight I shall be playing Liza Little, the halfling bard.
Love it.
Cool. What does she look
Top
like?
kick.
She's short, obviously, being a halfling. She's got brown hair, and she usually carries a flute.
Okay.
And
But tonight she carries...
essentially in rags.
But tonight, David.
I don't know, what does she carry?
Oh no, it's not
The-
Matthew, isn't
The weight of the
it? The
past.
whole
world.
group.
All the men she's murdered.
She carries the weight of the world upon her halfling shoulders. That's why she's so short.
It's pretty heavy.
Yep.
She's actually
It is
human.
why
She's
she's so
just,
short.
She's just her growth was stunted.
So you guys have all been...
Yeah, she's short even for a halfling.
Okay. You guys have all been captured by the Drow at some point or another. So let's run through how that happened. Starting with James. Your Florens, how did he become captured?
So Florens, he's a priest of Avandra. He lives in Perg. He has a small kind of terraced house there. But a lot of the time he travels to and from the villages that surround Perg to just to kind of deliver aid to people, do some healing works on the people that are sick there. And he just, last thing he remembers, he was walking on the path from Perg to one village or another, and he felt a sharp pain in his neck, and then unconscious. And it was all blackness after that.
Okay. And how did Liza become captured by the Drow?
Liza, it's again much the same. Wrong place, wrong time. She was in a small tavern in a small village just outside a small town that I can't remember the name of. And yeah, the village got attacked by drow. One thing led to another, and yeah, she woke up, or didn't wake up even. She fell unconscious, and the next thing she realizes, she's being captured. All she was doing was playing a little bit of music in the tavern, and yeah, she's not very happy about it. I'll tell you that.
Okay. And how did Draco become captured by the Drow?
Draco was banished from his homeland of. I'm gonna get this wrong. I know I'm gonna. Is it
Brasso?
Brasso, not Bravos,
Brasso.
as you called it all last season.
Did I get it right that time? Sushan?
Yes, Brasso.
He's been
Absolutely,
banished
yeah.
from Brasso for yes, absolutely. He's been banished from Brasso for essentially lack of respect, and has been told to go out into the world and make something of himself. And he decided the best thing to do would be regain his honor and try and help people and become sort of a folk hero. So he went for a wander, and he found a wagon, and there was a elderly lady who looked to be injured, and he was like, "I'll help this elderly lady. Just gonna look at see what's in the wagon first." And he opened it and was jumped on by about maybe 20 drow, and it didn't go well for him.
Oh
He
dear.
was just like, "I'll help you," and then didn't.
Okay, and thank you, Raptor Adobo, for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. And let's run through quickly again, Oren, how you became captured. This happened previously, last episode, but let's remind everyone.
Sure. Last episode, we met Oren and his friend
Eldrif.
Eldrif, thank you. And they were, and another guy.
Fikris.
Fikris, that's the one. Man, you're good. And it's like you do this.
It's
So
like-
he, there it is. There's my millions of little papers that have notes on them. Eldrif was a little dwarven scout that he was with, and he needed to, for the Temple of Moradin, go and retrieve some supplies that were lost in the tunnels. He went, and he came back. He fought like some sort of octopus thing. Came back.
The Rocktopus.
The Rocktopus. He came back, and the village, or actually Gauntlgrim, was raided by drow. There was a couple casualties, but one in particular event happened. Mithrila, his daughter, was stolen by the drow, and he promised his wife, Dahlia, that he would bring her back safely. He donned a weapon, a sword from the drow that they have, a discarded sword from them, off of one of the bodies, and kept the plate that was given to him by the Gauntlgrim guard, actually the chain shirt, and now he is foregone his life as a cleric and is now taking up the sword as a paladin.
Awesome. So, a few things that we should run through. We are in the law of the Broken Kingdom, so there is still the clandestine at work above ground. It's running parallel. It's running straight after the events of the last episode of the Broken Kingdom. So
Hashtag Elvis.
Moldark has ascended. Elvis has ascended. And there is changes in the world, and the interplanar boundaries have been breaking, and there is upsets amongst gods going on, just to backset all of this. And we are in the Underdark. You guys all have handouts on places that you know, I've heard about in the Underdark, and also some characters and some NPCs that you've come to know during your travels, because you've all been, the three of you guys have been traveling together, chained up by these drow that have been traveling with you through the Underdark. You've basically been blindfolded the entire time, or just, you don't even need to blindfold you some of the time because it's so dark. But you have grown familiar with a few characters, the first of which is Mistress Ilvara. Bring her up here. She leads the group, and she's in charge of the drow outpost of Velkin Velv. And you guys would probably have learnt by now that she's in charge, and drow society is a matriarchal society. They put the women in charge, and the men are subservient. And Oren, who's been here for several weeks now in this pen, with some other prisoners, has also learnt this, and they are particularly cruel. And there's also her two consorts, one of which is Shor. He seems to be the younger, more handsome, powerful drow who is in charge and has her favour. And then there's Yorlan, who is an older, more mature drow who's got burns and scars across his faces. And if the prisoners' rumours are to be believed, that he's fallen out of favour with Mistress Ilvara due to these disfiguring looks. The drow are not ones to abide by any physical deformity or shortcomings. And you guys, having travelled through the Underdark with them for several weeks, you've been beaten, tortured, whipped by them. You hate these guys. You haven't had a chance to speak to the other prisoners. You only stop in darkness, and you're forced some water just to keep you alive, and food occasionally. It seems to be sort of fungus type stuff that you're eating. It keeps you alive. It's tasteless and pretty horrible. The sounds of the Underdark surround you. However, there's odd chirps and beetle noises and all sorts of creepy crawlies around down here. There's whenever the Drow do speak in their different language, it's a bit like common. Some words you can understand, but they speak undercommon, so you can't understand everything that they say. Unless you speak it, and it's also kind of a bit like Elvish and Common stuck together, so you can make out bits of it. But the sounds of them speaking kind of echoes across passages, and it's hard to tell where sound is coming from down here. But finally, you guys are unblindfolded. You come into a large cavern with several towers weaved into the dark stone of the Underdark, and there's actually some lights around here, kind of fairy purple-like lights illuminating the place. And you are led through a big set of gates where there are lots of drow standing, weaponed, armed, and looking. They'll kind of whip people as they go by. You seem to be just the three of you together in this current group, but as you come to the pens, you see a large group of prisoners also in this pretty horrible looking pen where they've clearly been living, eating, and defecating. And you are surrounded as you come along these walkways by spider webs down below. Huge cobwebs litter the place. You look down and it looks like hundreds of feet below these spider webs fall and weave their way across. And
I'm gonna hate this campaign, aren't I?
You're going to despise it.
Yes,
you guys also know a little bit about drow. You probably would have simply heard that they exist. You would never have seen one. You would never have heard of one entering the world of Atonica, let alone attacking or killing anyone or being sighted.
Feedback.
Oh my god. Will, turn your phone off, please, for the love of Christ.
Whew. Sorry about that, guys.
All better?
Yeah, for now.
away.
Duck and cover.
Yep.
Take cover, boys. Sorry about that, boys. So you know a little bit. It's simply that they exist. You will have heard of the goddess Lolth. She is the spider goddess, the queen of spiders, and she is one of the major forces in the Underdark. Other than that, though, you don't know anything about her, what she practices, who she likes, who she doesn't like. Although you may have heard that she's good friends of the Raven Queen. So word probably hasn't reached you. Word probably hasn't reached you guys that the Raven Queen has fallen. As word is slow to travel, so you probably are unaware of this, but you are very aware of the magical phenomena which was happening in the Broken Kingdoms, such as the demon attacks and the huge explosions of magic coming through the world. So you guys are going to say you will all have experienced this, probably firsthand from having seen one from a distance or being involved in fights with demons or defenses of towns and cities. Because recently, I mean, our characters in the Broken Kingdom campaign were off-screen from that, but there's been a lot happening. There's essentially wars in Atonica at this point. Cities are under siege from demons, demon armies, essentially, that have risen up. So you guys are probably in rather dire straits. And
Probably
amongst
safe where we are now.
Probably safe where we are. Yeah, so amongst all this chaos,
Was Purg under siege, like, when Florence would have left?
Yes, Purg was under siege.
Cool.
So yeah.
Does that mean he knows Roland? Like him and Roland are just drinking buddies?
Quite possibly, who knows? But that is the scene which is set as you guys come through. I'm actually going to have you roll a 1d20 for me each, and this is to see what you guys have managed to pick up, because you're all, you know, you're not idiots. You've been trying to work on ways of escape. You've been trying to pick up
Stones.
useful items and stuff like that. You do get searched.
Picked up so many stones.
But we're going to see what you
got an
managed.
11. Got an 11 from Florence.
Nice.
It's a D20?
And hey Hannah, hey everyone in chat, hey Flint, yeah, D20, hey Sue, hi Irving Wolfen. Sorry guys, I've just been just been talking. These guys are starting at level 1, if we didn't already say. There we go. And hey, Rem.
Yeah, we did.
Boys.
It's all good.
It's all good. Okay, so
so we've got a nat 1.
nice, good stuff.
Steph, you haven't rolled.
James.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she did.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no, it's James.
James, you rolled that under my character sheet. So.
Oh, yes, I did. So, let's
I'll
see.
change it over now.
I got a 13.
Cool. So on a 13, it's gonna be more perfect, Beth. You have a living spider the size of a tarantula.
No, Will, I
Yep.
honestly cannot do this.
Yeah.
You won't be able to do this entire campaign, Beth. The underdog.
All right, we'll switch it. We'll switch it up. Okay, you
I'll
have.
take it.
Yeah, you have the spider.
Oh.
And Beth, you have a gold coin.
I
What
can
did,
deal with this.
what did you roll, Josh? Let me see.
13 as well.
Yep, you also have a living spider the size of a tarantula.
I put this by Beth's character.
And on a 1, Orin has been able to gain nothing in his cage.
That's right, assholes.
Yep. So
Just as I planned.
indeed. Oh, and Sydney says hi, everyone. So there you go. And
Does that mean we get inspiration?
I mean, no, it means that you're all de-inspired.
I feel de-inspired.
Just feel really low
just feel so
about your
bad.
escape attempt.
Yeah. So let me see. Orin, you have spent several weeks, or it seems like several weeks. Yeah, it's impossible to be able to keep time in the Underdark.
Look at my gold levels in the chat.
Yeah, I will soon kill you. 17, the perfect numbers.
The boys.
Nice.
So you've been here, you've been unable to get anything, but you have familiarized yourself with the other people in here. There's an orc, there's a dark elf who keeps himself to himself. There's a pair of deep gnomes. There's a Kuotoa, who is like a fish man essentially. He's just a fish
like those
person.
frog.
Yeah.
It's Murloc.
like mermen, but more froggy and violent.
Yeah. There's a male Darrow who's very kind of posh and smiley. He's quite enigmatic, and of course there's Eldrith with you. So essentially you've been kept here. Occasionally you're brought out to do manual labor, such as literally pointless tasks such as moving stones from one location to the next, and the drow enjoy watching you do this and torturing you with these pointless tasks, making you perform over and over and over. There's been no fighting amongst the prisoners as of yet. Low tensions do start to get, things start to get quite tense occasionally when it comes to food. People grabbing food, running for food, and the like. There's been a few scrapes with the orc, whose name is Ront, and he often kind of barges people out the way. But other than that, you've been performing these menial tasks. Eldrith's you guys have kind of gotten over your poisoning and have recovered somewhat, but you're not getting enough food, you're not getting enough water, you're wasting away in here. And there appears to be no real way of escape like you've found yet. Obviously, the gate is locked. When they let you out, you're under heavy supervision from the drow. And they have these hand crossbows, and you've seen them used upon people where they shoot them, and then after a few seconds, these people just drop down and are paralyzed and poisoned, and then they just throw them back in a cage, or worse yet, throw them over the edge into...
More feedback.
Yeah. Oh, already?
Yeah.
From me? It shouldn't be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone.
I think it's from you. If everyone who's got their phone near the computer, if you can just throw it
My phone's downstairs.
violet. Okay, Josh, if your phone is near you on the off chance, just.
Mine is nowhere in sight, so...
Just give it a good check. A good heave over the shoulder.
A good heave, sir. A good heave. And this is in fact happening at this very moment. There's one little orc who was in here. He was kind of like the runt who he kept around, and he was just coming back in from some menial labor, and he just tries to make a getaway. He tries to break away from these drow.
So do we all see this?
No, you don't. This is just Oren, and he's just trying to break away. He tries to just push out from past these drow, and he's physically stronger than them. And then they just kind of weave out the way. One of them shoots him with a hand crossbow. He falls down onto the floor, poisoned, a dart through his neck. As the gates open and our 3 other companions enter in shackles, in a line, and they look over as Mistress Ulvara, who's the lead drow. She leads them in with her scourge in hand. And she walks past as this orc is on the floor, and you guys can see this, and she, with one stilettoed boot, just pushes him over the edge and falls down into the giant cobwebs, and you can't see anything, but you can hear the noises of this spider wrapping him up into a cocoon to be eaten later. It's lovely. So, yeah, that is what happens. You guys are led into the cage. You're kind of boxed in order to get in there, and the doors open. The prisoners all kind of shuffle back into the corners of the room, of this penned cage, because they don't want to draw the attention of these drow. Everyone here is clearly a bit afraid of the drow and what they can do, having just seen that happen. And you're shoved in, and the gate closes behind you, and Mistress Ulvara turns and walks away with the other drow. And there are these 2 guardsmen on the door, and they're not drow. They're in fact... you guys can roll me a nature check to know see if you guys know what these are, and Oren as well.
Okay.
Nature?
Yeah.
Thank you, Min-Maxers, for the host.
Oh, cheers, dude. Thanks, Ray.
Got a 16 from Florence.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Only 11
No
off.
idea what my character
I
sheet
got a
is.
rock. So what is it? Did you say
So,
Nature check.
yeah, nature.
Okay.
I got
Shit,
a
I'm
nat
not-
20. That's how I
Nice.
always start.
I'm gonna bring you guys into this map here, and you're gonna have to scroll down to be able to see anything,
No,
because it's
I will not.
in that
I have
case.
a nat 20. You will scroll down for me. I demand.
Yeah, welcome to the combat overlay. Look at that.
Yeah, sexy.
Wait, what?
This bodes well.
And
It's,
gotta fix Liza's stats here. Because there's
There you guys
currently nothing happening.
So here we are. Sexy, isn't it? So these guys here, and in fact, you see this this orc's body just tumble off down here, and he's a rip. And then these drow walk off. But these 2 hulking mammoths of things here, they appear to be very almost yeti-like, almost trolly. They have troll faces. Liza has no idea what they are. Oren hasn't been able to discern a name for them, but he knows what they do. Essentially, they seem to be very unintelligent creatures who can literally be commanded by the drow. They seem to point a finger at them, or simply just speak to them and command them, and these things will do it as a command. Whether or not it's a spell or not, you don't know. But Draco knows that these are a distant cousin of his breed. They are the Quaggoths, and spelled Quaggoth, a Quaggoth or a Quaggoth, whichever you prefer. Probably it depends on your regional accent. And also Florence.
I have a regional accent. I have a regional accent.
Yes, indeed. And Florence
Sorry, I will now have a regional accent.
also recognize these as being Quaggoths. These underground species of troll, essentially.
Cool.
And Harkin, they're called Galvatrons. So, so you guys are here, and you see an orc, a dark elf, a pair of odd-looking creatures, gnome-like. They look like gnomes. You probably would never have seen a gnome, but if you've ever seen the description of a gnome, this is probably what you think they look like. They look like halflings, but with rounder noses and darker skin. You see what looks like a frogman here, an odd-looking creature, and then there's a kind of a cross between a dwarf and a dark elf appears to be standing here, and then there's a dwarf who appears to be pretty thick set, pretty beefy, and then there's a red-headed female dwarf next to him, and they, or at least she appears to be looking at your way. In fact, all of the prisoners seem to be taking great attention to these newcomers. So, what do you do?
Well, what a predicament. Are we all well? And
Yes.
Florence looks round into the darkness and looks to see if anyone's like injured or unconscious.
Nope. They don't appear to be injured. The orc appears to be pretty aggressive, looking towards you. The dark elf is actually sitting in meditation at the moment. The pair of deep gnomes are talking to each other conspiratorially. The frog appears to be looking at you with fairly dead frog eyes. And Lee, what you assume to be this guy over here, this large kind of black-skinned creature, appears to be smiling at you openly. And what does Orin look like, Cord?
Orin has rather pale skin, dark beard, dark like a flecks of gray, but yeah, dark black beard with it's pulled back into this. He's got like a ring. Or like he used to have like a kind of, I guess, as big as a napkin ring would be, but that's like holding his hair back. He's got it like in some sort of ponytail, but that's what's fastened it back. He's got a chain shirt, a shield, or he would have a shield, and his sword, if that's on his person. If not, then he is. That's pretty much what you see. That is his small clothes.
No weaponry upon any.
Probably no armor either, but
no
so it's
armor.
Just, he's got this. Yeah, it's the pale dwarf with black skin and black white skin and black beard.
Florence probably just Florence just returns the stare from the aggressive stare from the orc with a stern and commanding stare of his own.
Awesome. I'm gonna go over to this dark dwarf. It looks like.
Yeah. Sure.
And then he's just gonna be like, "What you smiling at?"
He's got this kind of like long white moustache and kind of beard which juts out to here, pretty angular.
Awesome.
And he says, "Hello, excellent to meet you at last."
Excellent to meet me. What do you mean?
Well, to meet you.
Good.
To speak with you.
It's good to speak with you. What's your name?
My name is Pepito.
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 Pepito, if you prefer. It
doesn't really matter what I call you, really. Is what you're saying.
Well, yes. It's odd speaking this common.
What do you usually speak?
Well, undercommon.
I don't speak undercommon. It's probably better to keep speaking common. But why are you? Where were you when you were brought in here?
Oh, I can't say I remember actually.
Right. Well. Good to meet you.
Yes. Yes, it is. Who are these new ones then? You guys can all hear them.
Yeah.
I don't look over from my staring match with this orc.
Draco's looking around. Draco's having a bit of he's never really spent much time outside Brasco, and he suddenly realized that his clothes are quite floral and not floral but like quite frilled, and they're all like delicate silks, and quite effeminate, and everyone else is wearing like pretty rough clothing, and he suddenly feels a little self-conscious, but he doesn't know why, because females are supposed to be in charge.
The elf is wearing the dark elf is be wearing quite nice clothing.
Yeah. Which one's the dark? Sorry, hold on, I've lost track of everyone.
It's
We've got
chap,
Frogman. Ah, dark elf.
Yep.
Dark elf wielding 2 swords.
Mhm.
That one. Can we see over here? I don't know if I missed that. What was
Where
going
are
on in
you?
this?
Yep, there are 2 little halfling-like
Oh,
creatures
yeah,
of dark skin, kind of
that's
talking
them.
to each other. Yeah.
Cool. I sort of turn to the halfling next to me and sort of say, if it's okay with you, I'm going to move forward. I believe I might actually be related to the 2 behind us. Some distant cousin or something. Always awkward meeting relatives. And he goes down here.
Liza just looks at you as like, why are you asking my permission?
It's courtesy. You are the only woman, I think. I'm not sure. Could be. I'm not sure about that one over there. He sort of points towards this overly optimistic dwarf character. He's just like, I'm not sure if that's a woman. It's a dwarf. I find it hard to tell. And he comes over and sort of says, greetings to this frog thing.
It looks at you with these kind of dead eyes, kind of licks at something in the air, and says, "Greetings."
You are so chill. Like, And what exactly are you?
I am a Kuotoa.
You're a frog person.
What are you?
I'm a dragonkin.
I see.
He turns around and says, he walks back to the halfling, turns to the halfling and says, turns out, doesn't matter how big frogs you get, they're still stupid. He doesn't say it particularly quietly either.
What is Liza doing?
Liza is looking around absolutely terrified and walks to the middle and sits down and puts her head in between her knees, and she's trying to get away from all the spiders around the outside, and she wants to get as far away from them as possible. And is currently trying not to have a panic attack.
This large kind of dwarf / dark elf thing looks over you and says, "Are you all right, my dear?
No,
What's your problem?"
spiders.
Ah, yes. Giant spiders surrounding us everywhere. Just put a damper on the situation, doesn't it?
Please don't say that.
Oh, there's one down there. Look.
Just kind of rocking backwards and forwards. And
Well,
she's just like,
They really
trying
are
to breathe.
everywhere, aren't they? Oh, look, another.
please be quiet.
The name is Bapido. Or
I
Bapido.
I
or
really don't care
Bapido,
right now.
Or whatever you want to call me. What's your name?
Really don't care right now.
What's your name?
Liza.
I move
Liza.
and I stand between the 2.
Ah.
I'm just like, I do believe she wants to be left alone.
Welcome, friend. What's your name? My name is Bapido, or Bapido, or Bapido, or whatever you want to call me.
I call him annoying.
I said I wouldn't call him. I just go and sit down next to next to the halfling.
Well, he kind of raises his eyebrows at Oren.
The lack of everyone.
Everyone's got so much chill.
I like how it's like walk in. He's got like a quest icon above his head, but everyone's just like, "You're a bit weird."
No, he just kind of stands back. He's like smiling at everyone, and the orc is continuing to look at Florence and says, "What you want?"
Florence just keeps giving him a very stern look. He doesn't break eye contact, and he doesn't blink.
Cool.
And he kind of what's the word? Not rotates. jostles. We'll go with jostles.
Loosens his
Kind of,
shoulders.
yeah, he kind of flexes his shoulders, despite being visibly very, very old, and maintains dead eye contact with this orc.
Okie dokie. Everyone kind of remains in their uneasy positions, but Eldrith comes over. She's this female dwarf with kind of stunning red hair. It's a real shock of red hair braided down the back of her head. And she comes and sits down next to the halfling and dragonkin and says, "Hey, good to see ya. Name's Eldrith."
Well, why are all dwarfs Scottish?
Well, very good question. Me and Cord spent
That's
a
like
3-hour session
that's
doing
like
different
asking
Scottish
why
accents.
all Scottish.
Yeah.
It's like asking Scottish people why they're Scottish. Like it's just you don't do that. You just
Why do you
nod
speak funny?
and agree.
I don't quite get what you're saying.
Yeah,
But yeah.
she's introduced herself as Eldrith.
Liza doesn't respond at all. She's
Stands
like
there.
on the edge of complete breakdown right now.
She alright?
So, yes, no, she has some sort of deficiency. Well, I'm not really sure what the word is for it. How do you say piss piddly scared? That's the one.
Ah. Well, no room for cowardice around here. What's your name?
Oh, myself. My name is Draco.
Alright. Well, you want to get out of here?
Liza just kind of looks up and she's like, "Yep."
He stands up and like dusts himself off and he's like, "Oh, that was quick." And he's just like walks expectantly over to the gates as if like, "Oh, we're allowed to leave. I didn't know that."
There's these two Korgoths at the gate see you come over and just kind of hulkingly look at you very threateningly.
Cool. Yes, I know. It's all right. One of us had to get the looks.
The Eldrith turns back to Oren and says, "So, got a plan yet? Anything?"
No,
So we've got so the so there's two Quaggoth guards. They kicked over a little dwarven child or a orc child or whatever into the webbing. This thing is high above a cavern of webs.
Yep.
And then is there a slaver inside the cage with us?
Nope, there's no drow inside the cage.
Oh,
there is
who's over
a
here
there,
with
no,
the,
so there is a drow, but he appears to be a prisoner.
Oh, prisoner as well. Okay. Cool. All right. So I go, I don't know, and he walks over to the drow, and he what is around besides my hands? Like, is there any items in the? I mean,
You haven't been able to find anything in here.
Cool. I want to choke him. Can I? I want to kill him.
Sure. Roll me initiative.
Yep.
I walk over as well, like expecting him to have a key or something. Just like clearly getting the key to let us out.
I rolled a button, nothing happened. Rolling button, nothing's happening.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Anyway, it's a straight d20, so I'll just roll it on this thing.
Oh,
Can
nat one.
That's the second nat
Can,
one of the day? Yep.
can Florence roll an initiative? Just
Yep.
to
Everyone
say
roll me initiative.
19.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know that I'm going to attack him, so...
Indeed.
Cord. It's a nat
Yep.
one.
got a
Just
6.
accept your debt.
But
I have
still...
16. I have a 1 from Oren. You guys, yep, Beth got 22.
Wow.
Got a
I'm
19.
withholding my initiative
Running Sarah, who's got 7.
for a more opportune
love it.
moment.
Nice. Wait for the opportune moment.
If you're looking for the opportune moment,
That
that
was it.
Maybe it was. We'll have to find out. And then I'm gonna also roll for this.
Maybe give me an initiative.
The perfect number. Maybe I will. I'll think about it.
17.
What's your name?
Pepe.
Draco.
What'd you roll?
No, Pepe's at the bottom.
19.
19.
Yeah, Pepe's the dark dwarf.
The fish.
Okay, so Oren, we're gonna give you a surprise round because despite your own failings,
Yay!
it is unexpected.
Cool. Yeah, he's just gonna, I guess, athletics, right? Try to get a grapple on him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go behind him and put him in a headlock and try to choke him out.
Before that one.
Here we go. Can you make it 3 in a row? God damn.
10.
That would have been good. So mediocre. How mediocre am I?
That I'll see. So you go down like just to kind of grapple this guy, and the dark elf kind of opens his eyes. He's kind of in some kind of meditation. He opens his eyes and kind of grabs your fists, turns them away, and stands up as the fight breaks out. So top of the round, Liza, what are you doing? You see this dwarf just go for this drow.
She's still trying not to have a panic attack. I don't know what's she doing. She kind of looks around and she's like, "Why is everyone fighting?" And she kind of walks up. She's a bit. She walks up to the dwarf or the guy that Cord just attacked.
Yeah, dark elf. Yeah.
Dark elf. And she's just like, "Why is everyone fighting?" She doesn't quite understand.
Okay.
And she is going to punch him.
Why is everyone fighting? She says. Fighting people.
I mean, she's just like everyone else is doing it.
I just want to let you know you are a bard.
I know.
Bards don't punch.
She's going to die.
Enjoy your death.
Have a good day.
Yep.
Kalen
What do,
2.0.
what will I roll for unarmed attack?
Just roll me. Oh, you can actually make an attack roll. With it would just be dex.
So just a dex roll.
Yep.
D20 plus dex mod.
You will not be trained in
Fisting.
fisting, unfortunately.
Unlike Will and I.
Don't tell Sydney.
21.
21. Okay, so yeah, you punch this guy. Just roll me a d4 plus strength bonus damage. If you have any.
My face when Haley was rushing for that.
1.
Cool. He takes 1 damage, which you just kind of get off a little kind of side punch. You try and dodge it out of the way.
Just get off a
most of it.
little.
Wow. Draco, speaking of the devil, it is you. It is your
I'm not
turn.
the devil, I'm a dragon, motherfucker. I look at
Mature
this guy
audiences, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
just like, it's basically someone's just tried to put him in a chokehold and then a halfling punched him and I'm just like, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. This is obviously what prison life is like, and he vomits poison all over this guy. I'm going to use draconic breath.
That's awesome.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
She slapped him really hard. It's called.
That's sick.
It's so we've got it's a dex save. Let me just check the score. You've got.
This is so funny because no one has no
No,
idea
it's not,
who
it's
I
not,
am, and you guys
because-
are all like, let's fight with him.
I'm literally just like, this guy knows how to survive in jail.
I'm not
The
saying
mur-
Oren's
murder
racist,
hobo.
but Oren is definitely racist.
Yeah, he is definitely racist when it comes to drow. He's had a bad time. He's had a hard life.
He's had a hard life.
Hard life.
Right,
hard
so
life. Hashtag
I'm thinking
hard life.
always. Right, so I'm a green dragon. I have a
Green dragon.
15-foot cone of poison, so I'll probably get some other people in it. It's
No, if
always
you-
good.
If you're heading out here, then you probably won't.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
if
can.
I sort of just lean over him and project the cone downwards across his entire body.
Projectile cone.
Okay, so
We've all
it's
been there.
yes,
Coney 2015.
is 8
As Harkin said, draconic breath or hangover.
Draconic hangover.
8
Hangover.
plus Constitution modifier plus proficiency bonus. I don't know what my proficiency bonus is, but
Probably be like a 2.
+2 because you're level 1. You scrub.
cool. Oh yeah, there is. So 2 plus.
Maths is happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I know, and it's making my brain hurt. That plus 5, so 8, 5, 2. James, what's the magic number?
8 plus 5 plus 2.
15.
15.
15. Be there.
Eight.
Constitution
I'm not
7
even
for
Of 15.
Welcome back, James.
Yes.
What's this number?
17.
It's a 12, so he fails. So what does he do? What does he take?
Cool. He takes, I believe it's 2d6. Yes, it is.
He takes
2d6 poison damage.
Cool. Give me that roll. I guess that would be acid rather than poison. True.
Yeah.
Is poison damage according to the BHB?
Yeah, no, it is poison damage.
It's
6.
banter damage. Cool. He takes 6. So he's taking 7. in
I
total.
like,
Oh,
essentially,
the banter, it hurts me.
Not so much.
I turn
a
around
hard
and I
life.
spit in his eye.
Nice.
I basically wheel him around and spit in his eye. It's beautiful. Hot, uncensored maths indeed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and James likes the overlay. Thanks, James. That's thanks to. I take no credit for this.
I like
But-
what?
No, you.
In pub-
It's Eric. We have a better James now. So
Thanks,
look
Eric.
at the integers on that. Right. So the Quaggoths start kind of just beating on the case. And a couple of these drow guys run over, and one actually is over here. Oh, he falls off the edge and kills himself. He
Spiders go
That's what I like.
they
into Beth's face.
yeah, right into right.
Terrible.
And Florence, it is your turn.
Okay, put that there now so we can see the map.
The other
Um,
prisoners seem to be watching.
So
But-
Florence,
Papido is like, oh no, there's an altercation.
Oh, look.
I like gesture. I like gesture for everyone to like join in. I'm like, guys, this is actually quite a lot of fun. I gesture.
so Florence, seeing this fight occur, turns over and he looks and points at the dwarf and says, "Silence!" And can you make a wisdom save for me, Cord, with your?
I
your-
can. That's so cute of you.
Silence is just the word I'm using. You fail the wisdom saving throw, so just kind of generally stop being violent for one turn and back
Okay.
away. But silence seems commanding and old manny enough.
Cool.
And as you do
your
that,
tits.
Florence positions himself between the drow and the dwarf,
I like.
and stands there with his hands out to the side, just blocking, as the dwarf kind of his mind frazzles and he obeys the command.
I like to think that it's basically Florence going, Orin Lightfade, you get over here right now, young man, and you stop that.
It's pretty much what it is, to be fair. I'm the granddad in this situation,
Yeah,
and I just slot myself in between.
cool.
No.
On Sarah's turn, he was previously like in an odd kind of combat stance, like a hand-to-hand combat stance you guys probably wouldn't recognize, but it seems to be kind of a bit kind of kung fu-ish in a way. And he just takes a step back and drops his fists, and his eyes kind of just he's got kind of pitch black eyes, but he just drops his fist and steps back from the fight. He doesn't say anything. Oren, it's your turn.
Perhaps you're right. Sorry, I miss my daughter, and I know that the drought took him, so I just can't help myself sometimes.
This drow is not
Sorry,
the drow.
As he kind
This
of
is not the drow you're looking for.
But it could be.
Do you wave your hand as you say that?
I do wave my hand as I say
Without the hand wave, it's ineffective. Okay.
and he's
Because I'm genuinely sorry to everybody except him.
and he points to the drow. And he goes,
that. Take a
"Fine."
seat, Master Dwarf.
A dwarf never kneels.
But he does sit. And Florence points at the floor with the sternest old man face you have ever seen.
What did you cast?
I cast command on
Oh,
you.
okay, yeah, then I.
So for one round, you
Yeah,
just
so I'll take a knee. Yeah,
A dwarf doesn't kneel.
and then he puts a knee down.
He just kneels. A dwarf doesn't kneel.
Shit.
And yeah, and he's kind of like looks up at you, as if he's doesn't want to listen, but does.
There
With his
should be no
eyebrows
violence
raised.
against this. There should be no violence against this man. He has done you no ill. He would not be in this cell if he were working with. And he gestures to just generally towards the gate because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Our best chance of survival here is unity,
The
unity and loyalty.
the drow speaks up and says, "Oh no, I killed
Don't know
hundreds.
C sharp.
Oh no, I killed hundreds. I should be here."
But you did not.
I turn around and punch this
I
drow
belong here.
like square in the face.
He's
I'm
still.
dead, but like,
if
it's
you want to go
okay,
again,
like,
we can
I
roll
t-
initiative if you want to fight.
no, it's. I imagine I miss, but I turn around and like, I look at everyone. I'm like, are we punching again? I like swing it in, but he
Yeah.
ducks out of the way, and then I like try and like pretend that I was actually trying to swipe at like a bug or something. I'm just,
Florence gives you the sternest look.
What's Liza doing?
Liza's just realised that she's a little bit closer to the edge than she wants to be, so she kind of steps back.
Cool. Eldrith comes up. She kind of puts her hand on your shoulder, and she's like, "It's all right. I kind of get you here.
And she turns around and she's like, "Are you sure?"
Hey, they will try, but you stay close." So back to Oren and Florence and the boys.
And the machines.
Yeah, I as what's your character called? Josh Draco.
yeah, Draco.
As Draco swings, Florence just puts an arm kind of generally flailing in the way and says, "Enough!" And he strokes his beard angrily and he says, "You sit down." And he points at Oren and says, "You remain sitting down." And he points at the drow and says, "You also sit down. The best way that any of us will get out of here is by working together. Not with this pointless fisticuffs." And he gives Oren a very stern look. Not with this pointless fisticuffs. We must wait for the opportune moment to escape. Halfling, you, and he points at Liza. Come over here.
Okay.
You guys see these drow continue back to their work, putting down their weapons as they see you guys have stopped fighting.
You see? I point at Florence points to the drow. As long as we do not cause a disturbance, we will not attract the attention of the guards. And that is what we need. We need the opportune moment to cause our escape. He whispers that word as if it's going to draw all the attention of the guards to him.
Yeah.
You,
Liza
orc. Orc.
kind of looks up at him. She's like, "Can we please escape, Mr. Human?"
Orc, what are you good at apart from hitting things?
Bashing things.
Building things.
Dwarf, what are you good at?
Killing drow.
Drow, dark elf, what are you good at?
Killing.
There we
Dragonkin,
are.
what are you good at?
Seems we're well matched, Drow.
Dragonkin, what are you good at? He gives you a stern look.
He's just staring at you like it's just like I can cook and particularly good at making beds and I like to paint. I dabble.
I like turtles.
Dabble in all things. A man, a being of many, many talents. And you, little one, come closer. What are you good at?
I can play the flute, but they took my flute off me.
And what else? You must be good at something.
She's just kind of racking her brain. She's just like, isn't play the flute good enough? I mean,
Not when you need to escape from a secure prison.
I'm proficient,
His voice
proficient in
booms
medicine
out.
checks.
His voice booms out across the cell.
Hey, old man, calm down.
I basically
female
stand
voices.
between you and the halfling and just say, and remind me why it is exactly that we're listening to an overripe human.
And he bristles and strokes his beard. Because of all the people to have united all of your kind together before, it is I who has the experience. Allow me to rephrase, because that was poorly done. Just ignore that.
So, I turn to the halfling. I'm like, I think he's saying
I was like, words. I will put them all together. Oh, no, I've come out with bollocks. Because I have spent the last 30, maybe 40, I lose count, of my years ensuring that you and these other metahumans work together for your betterment.
What's going on here, then, chaps?
I turn to this newcomer and I'm just like, we appear to be getting a lecture from a bag of bones who apparently has met us all before and has been unifying us.
Oh, you all know each
although
other?
I've never.
Fabulous.
Yes,
Liza just
apparently
kind of
so.
turns round to Draco. She's like, "Be nice."
Yes, do be nice,
He
everyone.
just goes completely silent.
If we're going to continue on my divine mission, well, we're going to have to get out of here at some point, aren't we?
What divine mission do you speak of?
Well, it's just a mission I have to be on pretty shortly, and this is all part of the plan, you see, but just got to get out of here to carry onwards.
By which god?
Oh, well, that would be telling, wouldn't it? You said there's a god, I mean, it's just a divine mission that I want. It's just a thing I have to do.
I use the spell command, and I just guess I say speak true. And it's, I'll cast the spell. Bear with me.
Cool. Yeah, remember to keep count of your slots as well.
Yeah, I've got one left after this. But I've got all of my useful shit is in cantrips, so.
Cool.
It's DC 14, so we need a wisdom saving throw from this.
Give me a sec.
Whatever it is.
13, so it's a failure.
Get fucked.
He says, and actually, you could all roll me a
Religion check?
you could all roll me. No, actually, roll me a nature check to divine as to what he is, what this creature actually is. He says, "Well, this is gonna sound a bit odd, probably."
I got 15.
I've got a 9. You're rolling under Florence, Beth, for some reason.
Oh,
It says
I
Liza
clicked-
little nature
I
intelligence.
clicked the wrong
Florence.
character sheet. Sorry.
It's fine.
This is
I got
why
a
we
9.
don't have access to everyone else's character sheet.
I said this to
It's
Beth. I
confusing.
said this to
I
Will.
said this to Bev just a moment ago.
I said this to Will well before the session.
Yeah,
There you go.
but
I got a 15.
that's very well. But when people need to actually write things in their character sheets when they haven't done it beforehand, well. Anyway, he says, "Well, it's a gonna sound funny," and you guys, Liza, and Orin, both recognize him to be a Darrow, a kind of an underdark species of people who are fairly blood sacrificey. They're not evil, but they carry
the worst adjective.
but they carry certain beliefs and practices which a lot of people find uncomfortable. But they are considered a civilized race.
Not what I meant.
Is that uncomfortable as in it's uncomfortable when they bleed you dry for a blood
when they blood sacrifice? Yeah. He says, well, I am actually a god. My name is Dink Karazhan, and I'm here to fulfill my mission. So, best get on with it then, hadn't we?
Yes. Listen to this man. He has a divine mission.
I do.
The most holy, and he makes eye contact with each of the player characters and the orc one at a time. He has a divine mission. This man must leave this cell. Now you shall obey my commands. And he looks especially into the eyes of the orc at this point. We must wait for the opportune moment. And that is when we shall strike. That is when we shall break out of here. Are we all understood? And he looks to each of the player characters and to the orc one at a time. And to the dwarf that thinks he's a god.
Yeah, you don't know what he is.
I'm hopping from
That's why I'm just
foot to
calling him a
foot
dwarf.
now. I look down at I look down at Liza and I say would I be able to talk to him a little? I'll try to be nice.
Once again, she looks really confused and she's just like, yeah?
So, thank you very much. What the
Just make
bloody
sure
hell
you
are
be
you talking
nice.
about? It just goes wrong from the beginning. It's
What?
just
So
like,
is
what
that
bloody hell are you talking?
Thanks.
Yes.
Is that to me?
Yes, it's to you. Yeah.
He says,
It's like-
as the
it's
man
like-
with the most experience of getting inexperienced and amateur individuals out of situations they're not prepared for, I will take command here.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Hold on. So we're supposed to just take your word on this, and we're supposed to just take his
Yes,
word
you
that he's
are.
God.
Hey,
Why?
shut it.
Oh, okay. And
The-
he's just like, oh, okay, we are. That's fine.
Yeah, the female dwarf Eldrith, kind of she picks up on it, and I'm guessing if it lasts for one round, any effects of command are gone, orange, so you're probably feeling better. She kind of snaps you out of it, gives you a little shake, and she says, "Not being funny, but have any of you ever been to the Underdark before?"
I live
No.
Well, yeah. Obviously, Oren. Obviously. She says, "Well, you're gonna be fucked when you get out of here if you do. So, not being funny, but you ain't gonna stand much of a chance of an old man who's never been down here before.
An old man who has seen more combat than most of you combined.
Hey, but you're not gonna see anyone, are you? Down here?"
I cast
And
the
more
cantrip.
importantly-
I cast the cantrip light
She
on a point on the floor.
she face
and the room-
palms.
The room is illuminated.
she face palms and says, "Ah, you fucking idiot!" And one of these drow, he comes back having seen this light, as and the quaggoths start going, as do these drow
For fuck's sake.
run along. After this.
I basically pick up the halfling and move away. Like we move
Yeah,
over here, away from this idiot.
everyone spreads better.
I stay right by the light. I don't understand what's going on. I'm very
Orange
seasoned.
stays by the light as well. Orange's got intelligence of 8, so.
I look at Oren as if he's doing this as a sign of respect to me because I'm very proud and he's very stupid. So I just give him I give him a very appreciative nod.
How's a 20
probably
versus AC?
This is my AC.
Yeah.
Oh yes, very good.
Cool. You're gonna take some damage.
Moosh.
Indeed. Let me quickly get some stats up. I have it just here. Perfect. Give me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
One character down.
Cool.
12.
Nope.
You take... You take 7 damage, and you immediately become unconscious.
Okay.
Everyone...
Absolutely fucked.
Everyone sees like these darts just fly across with unerring accuracy into his kind of neck vein. He drops down immediately. The light goes out, and Burpito's like, well, that was rather stupid. If we're gonna be on a divine mission, we're gonna have to be a bit more clever than that, chaps.
Liza.
I literally wave at the drow who like just shot him. I'm just like, thank you, gentlemen, and then just like continue on my
Liza
business.
runs up to him, and I want to see if I can tell what kind of poison it was, and if there's
I'm
anything
going
we
to
can
try
do to
From
make
me-
him
Fuckery
unconscious.
poison.
Roll me a medicine check.
16.
Cool. It's some kind of paralysis poison. It's not going to kill him, but it immediately knocks the person unconscious. Especially an old dude like this. So.
Can I figure out
He's
if
as
there's
fit as a
anything-
fiddle, man.
Is there anything I could do to kind of reverse the effects at all?
You would need some kind of antidote or any sort of medical equipment to be able to do that. The best thing you're probably going to be able to do is lie him down and wait for it to wear off.
I put him in the
James?
recovery position.
Is that Josh?
James,
Much like Josh's hangover.
you may be, yeah, indeed. James, you may be fit as a fiddle, but a fiddle still breaks when you swing it against anything reasonably solid, so you are still going to die. Just wanted to tell you that.
So, Florence is down. He just goes out like a light. And Eldrith steps back and says, well, as I was saying, you're not going to get far if you don't know some stuff. And, well, me and Oren, we know stuff. Isn't that right, Oren?
Right, we do.
So, you're the best man at killing Drow.
Aye.
What is the plan? Or any ideas, at least?
Well, the plan is right now to probably we'll come back in a bit. I think the alarm is a bit sprung,
And he kind of just like waggles his nose or like points to his nose and like gives everybody like a nice wink, and then he walks off, and he's just like,
let's get back to our own business, and we'll meet back in a bit when the coast is clear.
as he starts to like walk away to some corner of the giant cage.
Yeah. Eldrift's like, you heard the man, and she starts getting back to follow Oren, and Pepito's like, oh, all right then, jolly good. Sets back to his own little kind of hovelly corner, and the drow just steps back and starts to meditate once again.
Dead.
Do you want me to roll to see how long it takes me to wake up? Or
No, you wake up in an hour.
I say to I'm basically just poking your body, like with one sharp claw, and I'm just like, I'm just like, barely any meat on him. Haven't had meat in a very long time though.
You get away. And
He
Florence
says, gesturing with his paralyzed body.
I stagger to my feet. I'm assuming the time. Yeah, I stagger to my feet and loom over this. Oh no, he's not a dwarf. Is he? How tall are you, Josh?
I'm about 9 feet tall.
You're not 9 feet tall. You're a male dragonkin.
Yeah, he's at least 7 feet.
Yeah,
Shit,
I'm
son,
about
I thought they were no. Okay, fuck it. I loom under him. Very sternly, and I give him a frown, and I go over and I stagger over and I slump down next to the orc, and I turn and I give him a stern look, and I give everyone a stern look. That only the kind of look that
everyone looks unimpressed.
Florins the Stern.
the oldest and old manliest look that anyone has ever been given.
Liza kind of comes up to you. Is like, are you feeling better now?
I'm fine. Get away. I don't need the assistance.
I was only asking.
I apologize. Come sit, little one.
She comes and sits next to you.
There's a dragon kid next to her.
Now, we are going to need to escape from this predicament. Are we agreed, orc? And I look to my right.
Zug.
Lochta!
Job done. It's Grog. Hello. Grog has appeared in prison. Hello, everybody.
Grog did time.
Lockdoga.
Yeah. This orc kind of grunts at you. He doesn't
So we
speak
can
common
eat his-
very well.
Are you with me, little halfling?
I think I speak orc actually.
I don't want to be here anymore. There's too many
Then-
spiders.
You must stick with me. I have been in far worse situations in all my many years. I will keep you away from the spiders, and I will keep you away from those. And he points towards the door. It's kind of the general drow quag off.
Hey, by making a great big
Shitstorm.
fucking light, like I can all see.
Yeah,
And
good one.
She
Aye.
kind
Would
of
you-
looks at the dwarf.
would you
and she
make
looks
a
back
point,
at you
dwarf?
and
I
she's
say
like, the
that to
dwarf does have a point. I mean, we can't see anything if we leave, and like we can make it light, but we're gonna die.
I can see
Thing is-
just fine.
Thing is, everything down here can see you when you make a light. There's no point.
But if you catch them within the light that you create, they are at a significant distance.
Aye, then they cast darkness all over the place and they can't see feck
Do you
all.
think that they can contend with my abilities?
I've just seen him do it.
They use
Literally,
I was
just
not
seen him do it.
Silence, dwarf!
Why feck
Be
you?
nice.
You
no
will wait.
arguing.
Look,
I-
we know.
I
that they
put
they
a
have
hand over
the
this old
advantage.
man's mouth.
As he moves his hand towards me, do you want me to use command word or do you want me to just shout stop? Or if you just let me finish my sentence, it'd be infinitely more convenient. I just say,
I'm basically
Look.
just trying to hush you up.
I have the capacity for if any of those, and he points towards the door, come into the cell, I can rot the flesh from their bones. Trust me. I've done it before and I will do it again, both to save your kind and my own. And he gives
I
a
see.
very sincere and still stern look, because everything is stern from this man.
I
Yes.
look at this man and I'm just like, did it backfire at one point?
So, you don't want to know, I just got sent.
It's my donga.
Nothing. but-
Eliza kind
Sorry,
of
just-
Eliza
just-
gives
just-
Draco
just
a
can you say that,
very
please?
I didn't hear any of that because everyone was
She
talking.
gives you a very.
Eliza
She
gives
gives me
you
a very- I take the very, I put it in my
a
pocket.
very stern, be nice look.
So much stern happening. All right, Oren's going to kind of walk back.
I go and
into-
sit with the dwarf that's happy.
Go and walk back towards the crowd and go.
Right, well, it seems like nobody took my advice. You all are still talking, so I guess while we're all here, why don't we gather around?
I move in closer to
Eldriff, come here. You, lizard face. To me.
Lizard Face has gone over to talk to the god.
Beardo,
As he points to the god.
over here.
Ah, of course. He comes over.
Lizard face. If you would.
Come on, old chap.
He despairs and comes back and it's just like hanging around this dwarf who's cheerful
Now,
and not
if
stern.
we are going to get out of here, we do need to work together. Now, I've been thinking while you guys were all talking about whatever the hell it was you talk about when I'm not around. But anyway, I think, and you, orc,
And he points to the orc.
come here.
And he says that in Goblin, hoping that he understands Goblin.
He kind of and comes over.
And he goes,
Me and this and
"What is your name?" He says in Goblin.
Runt.
me and Runt will hang out right behind the cage doors. We need to create a commotion for them to come inside, and then I will, with Runt, flank them from behind, and I will do what I do best. And just need to figure out what it is that will bring him inside.
I believe I can take care of that.
Just don't cast light again, because obviously that.
I've learnt my lesson on that, trust me, and I give you a wry smile.
Right.
I can bring them in. If you just need to do the rest, then that's fine with me.
Sure.
And he kind of casually struts over to ya. And kind of just like picks at his teeth and like starts to like wait or like starts to like pretend to braid his beard. Maybe even start braiding his beard.
Okay.
But yeah, and then he kind
Liza
of
walks
whistles
as
or
far away from the gate as possible,
whistles
and then
towards,
realizes
Runt and tells
spiders
him
and
to
moves a little
move.
bit further.
Tells him to move towards his mark as well.
Missed that sentence, Beth. You're talking over Cord. What do you say?
I said, and Liza kind of steps to the corner of the cage and then realizes spiders and steps a little bit further in. She just wants to be as far away from the gate as possible without the spiders.
Absolutely wrecked.
Okie dokie. Let's take a 5-minute break.
Cool.
Get some drinks, stuff like that.
Switched it to the other overlay. Okay.
Hey.
And we're back.
Nice. Hey.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go quickly grab myself a drink. Cord, do you want to tell people some things that are happening?
Yes, I do. Everybody in chat, not sure. I don't think we've plugged much of it today, but there is a giveaway going on between our 24-hour stream, which was this past Saturday, and Halloween, to win your own copy of the Player's Handbook. So not this one. This one's mine, but you can get your very own copy by following the link that Moldark just posted. And fill out the steps. I think there's like 14 ways you can enter, and you can as well have your very own hard copy of the Player's Handbook. So yes, if you have any questions, let us know. Type !giveaway for that, and you can get yourself your very own Player's Handbook. We also have we are here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. EST. So figure that out on your time zone. Yeah, we've got Numenera on Mondays with Delinear from delinear.wordpress.com. We also have this game, Out of the Abyss, on Wednesdays, and on Thursdays we have will be DMing a West Marches type game with special guests and viewers alike. So if you're interested, stop on by those times as well. It'll be a lot of fun. We are currently, our next follower goal is 750. Every 50 followers here on Encounter Roleplay, we do a viewer vote where we will take suggestions from you guys, the viewers, and we will put them in a straw poll, and then everybody can vote, and the DM has to deal with whatever we all vote for, which always is hilarious. Last time we had a Sith Ewok show up in the Edge of the Empire Star Wars game we played on Saturday. We also had a vampire bite one of our players, which was James, and he had to madly fall in love with the vampire, which was hilarious. I believe we had an option for raptors. We had on Numenera, we had goblins come riding in on these crystal fossil-fueled motorbikes.
Motors,
pretty cool.
jet bikes.
Yep. What else? Who's even here? Everybody has left me.
I am here. I'm just dead.
Oh, there you are. You're down there. Okay.
Hey.
So, yeah, I was just telling everybody about the viewer votes and what we went through last time. I plugged the giveaway. I also have a super secret stream on Tuesdays, The King's Men.
You did?
It's super secret. Don't tell anyone.
Not even I know about it.
And what else? So yeah, if you want to, once again, if you guys just joined, click that follow button. We love viewer decisions. Every 50 followers, we have a viewer vote, and ! giveaway to figure out how you can win your very own copy of the D&D 5th Edition Player's Handbook.
Hey, PFOS.
PFOS, what up? Today we are playing Out of the Abyss, the new module from Wizards of the Coast.
Indeed.
We have a dwarven paladin. We have a human cleric, a dragonborn fighter, and a halfling bard today. Currently, we are stuck inside a cage within some drow settlement, and we are still figuring out everybody's character personality / trying to get out of the cage.
It's been fun so far. Our successful attempts have involved one of our characters being paralyzed and drugged. Someone else just randomly got jumped for no apparent reason, and we're pretty terrible at this. And the one thing that surrounds us entirely is one of the characters and the player's biggest phobias. It's all going phenomenally well.
But yep, should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I love playing this paladin. I usually don't play combat-driven players or driven characters, which is a lot of fun this time because this guy really just hates drow. I have to think tactically. I have to start thinking like a warrior instead of like an asshole, like I usually play. My characters are just like these smart asses. But
I know.
But yeah,
it's such a shame.
Such a shame. So you're a green dragon, Draco, right?
Ho ho ho,
Draco.
Yes. I am Draco, the green dragon. He was a warrior in a specific warrior's creche back in his homeland. I'm just trying to remember the name of. Well, I don't suppose you remember. Prairie, that's it. Yes, it was a warrior of the prairie.
Pueri, I guess. Yeah.
Pueri. Yes.
Little house. Pueri.
Yes, and he has much love for the Pueri, and he is one of them.
Draco Bellator, MMA fighter. Extraordinaire.
What did he do? Did he turn off all of his lights?
What? Me?
James. I think he turns off all of his lights when he leaves his room. What a habit.
I think it's probably habit, yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I've just noticed something beautifully tasty. Is that actually happened in the This is why you should give us access to each other's character sheets. What was the last roll? It was by
last roll
yes,
was
Lisa. Yeah, Liza Little Donger.
Liza Little Donger.
God damn it! Can you remove James's access to my character sheet, please?
I sanction this.
My face when it wasn't James.
Josh.
Whoa, let's not jump to conclusions.
Well, Claude's not that mean, so it's either you or James.
Says the guy who consistently does random spider noises because he knows it's one of your biggest crushing phobias.
P-Farts, James is... he's been around the beginning of...
I think P-Farts is Kappa.
I hope so. I hope you're capping.
I think he is. He's been here for ages.
That's what I thought. And I was like,
But yeah, James.
Why can I literally not get to anything on my character sheet?
Oh yeah, no one's allowed into it.
My face will be locked to your character sheet.
Someone's probably trolling the fact that every time you go in, they're probably switching tabs.
Who would do that?
No, someone is actually.
Definitely not.
That's fair.
Alright, you want to
Stop changing my name. God damn it. I will hurt you. Whoever it is, I will hurt you.
If it was me, you can't, so it's fine.
I will come over to New York one day just to hurt you, Claude. Seriously.
That's a hell of a plane ticket for a slap.
Be worth.
it will be that level.
Do we need florins for this, for our first part of this at least?
Let's carry on.
Alright, cool.
Cool.
So, yeah, you guys are currently exactly where we left off. You're in the cage.
Yep.
Plan is to wait.
In the cage.
We need to find out how to create a distraction for them to get in here.
Any ideas?
Anybody else that doesn't have an intelligence of 8?
Yeah, she asked a question to the group. Well, Pepito says, well, I could make I could say some of my scripture, and they might be interested in that.
I literally walk over to the to the the gate and I say like, what exactly is it that we're trying to do here? Like I quietly whisper to the dwarf.
We are trying to. We're trying to get out. We're trying to create a distraction so they can open the gate and we can leave. Duh. Unless you
Okay,
want to stay
so-
here forever.
No.
I say,
too
do
many
we need
spiders.
them? Do we need them? Oh, I turn to her and I'm like, apparently we have to leave. Do we need them to come in here then?
We need to get out.
Okay, right. I going to turn around and try and find. Is there anything like solid in this cage at all? Like any
roll me-
furniture or anything?
No, roll me a perception check, but there appears to be nothing in here.
I mean, literally anything that maybe something that I could peel up, like a board or something.
What did you guys pick up
That's what
from
I'm
the loot?
for.
What did you guys loot?
A spider.
Oh, I got a gold coin.
What
I
am I
didn't
rolling?
want the spider.
Perception.
Correct.
Indeed. 13.
Cool. There is nothing in this place other than waste from people having lived here. And that is pretty much it. There appears to be fairly well kept in the sense that the Drow haven't let any kind of contraband, obvious items such as, heavy items through. Appears to be nothing in here.
Are those new headphones, Will?
Can
Cool.
Nice.
can
I
so-
walk over to the. Oh. Well, I was going to say I walk over to the drow in the cage, and I just say, I sort of lean in and say, "Hope you don't mind. I'm going to punch you in the face now. Please don't kill me. It'd be fantastic and all that, and just make it look good." And I look over and I just sort of look around very suspiciously and goes, "What did you say about my mother?" And I just punch him like as hard as I can.
Were you
Flor-
guys-
actually,
Florence realizing what's happening, he just says, "Stop this madness at once! Guards, quickly!"
Do
you actually punch
him? Yeah, I would I punch him, but it's like one of those punches where you like roll your fists. So, like
It's a
at the
stage
end, it's like I
punch.
pull my. No, it's an actual punch. I don't punch him particularly hard, and I hit him, and I'm just like, as I said, don't kill me, and then I'm just like leave myself open for a counter attack and probably die violently.
Cool. Roll me an attack, and he'll just do pretty minimum damage. See if he can actually land a blow.
Will, could I make some sort of knowledge, probably nature check about these quaggoths? Do I know
Sure.
like?
I think you made a roll about them
did.
before. See if you knew what they were.
Yeah, I know what they were.
I know
but,
what
like,
they
do I
were.
or like a history to like know a little more about like their personality and like
Sure.
how they react to certain stimuli?
It would probably be a nature check.
Nature. Okay. Not very good. At nature.
My attack would it be
17.
Perfect number.
Nice.
rolling d20 plus
It's an
what for
automatic
it's
hit.
just a banded
Just your
attack.
dex. So on a 17, Oren, the perfect number, you and these guys actually aren't here at this point. They've gone away. But yeah, you know that these guys are incredibly violent creatures. They're not particularly intelligent. They respond to violence in kind, and they're basically just slaves to the drow, from what you've seen.
Okay.
Can Florence just move towards the door, just to the side of one of the doors, and just act natural while this is going on? After he said guards.
Sure.
Cool, thank you.
So you receive a punch and then just walk away. So there's the Quaggas start kind of shouting once again, and then when the fight breaks off, they just kind of calm down.
Florence shouts, "Help! There's an injured man!" And he uses the spell command on one of the Quaggoths, and just says "help" as his command word.
Cool. So this is your
My third and final spell.
spell slot. So he
DC 14 wisdom, please.
Cool. Let us see. These are not very clever creatures. You're on a 6.
That 20.
Yeah.
So
absolutely
he must obey the command help.
Cool. He begins to run back towards the nearest drow. And this lasts for a turn, right?
Oh, yeah, 1 round.
Cool. So he makes he kind of grapples it. Grapples this drow for a nat 1.
Awesome.
Falls
off the cliff.
Yeah, and on a nat 1, the drow kind of sidesteps, uses the forward momentum of this hulking beast coming at him, and kind of sidesteps, boots him off the edge, kind of shoulders into him, and his thing just comes off the edge and is never seen again.
Awesome.
You hear once again the noise of the spiders.
As he falls, just I'm helping.
Can I challenge the other Quaggoth to a fight?
Well, this one is pretty distressed at the death of its kin.
Okay.
It just starts to shout and kind of scream, as
this happens, I drop the spider through the bars of the cage, and I whisper to it, "Kill." Just on the off chance.
pretty creepy for an old man.
Hey, he's been through a lot of shit, this man.
Yeah,
He's had a hard life.
He's had a hard life, okay? So
Is this, by the way, Will? Is this fight continuing?
apparently
Like,
not.
between me and the drow. Oh,
Between
in
you
which
and the
case
drow.
I'm going to keep punching him.
Where's the drow?
Yeah.
You hit
Drow that I punched.
Ah.
You guys gotta move your tokens.
Yeah, you need to move your token because I don't know what's happening otherwise. Yeah, in that case,
The
it
drow
is.
I tried to punch him.
Yeah. He's gonna make just some unarmed kind of slices back at you for an 18 versus your AC.
I think he hits me.
Okay.
Certainly.
You're gonna take 3 damage. He gets
Cool.
a kind of a thrust to your kind of stomach, just wind you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just yeah, no, that's the ticket. Just a little easier then, and he backs, like he tries to spar with this thing that's infinitely faster.
Yeah, he's got the speed and agility on you.
So, in response to this, can Florence just, as a cantrip, do guidance, and he just kind of, he briefly scuttles over and just touches Draco and casts resistance. Not resistance, guidance even. So in the next 10 minutes, your choice, but you can roll an additional d4 to any ability check / attack roll. Whoop. And he just kind of scuttles away.
Cool.
Move your tokens again when you do.
Does he explain that? He just like leans in.
No. He just kind of.
For
He
the
just kind of.
next.
You barely even notice it. He just kind of brushes you
Yeah.
and scuttles
Yeah,
off.
at some point I thought so. Would I roll an extra?
An additional d4 at your choice, either before or after the result is rolled.
Sweet.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, this Quaggoth up here begins to start shouting in pain, and these drow run close to see what's going on. What are you guys doing?
I'm trying to grapple this drow with me. Acting poorly.
What is Liza doing?
Liza's just kind of staying away from all the kerfuffle, trying to stay as far away from the gates as possible so she doesn't get got by evil drow, and at the same time as far away from the edge of the cage as possible because spiders. So she's just kind of hanging around in the middle somewhere.
Pepito says to you, quite an altercation happening again. I wonder why they keep fighting.
She just kind of turns around. And she's just like, I think they're trying to get the scary guys to come in.
All right, why are we doing that then?
So we can get out, I think.
Well, surely if they're coming in, we'll just all be in here, rather than us being out there.
But I think when they open the gates to get in, we then leave.
Oh, I see. In that case, my dear, we best head off, hadn't we? Come on.
But spiders.
Oh, yes, don't worry about the spiders. There'll be plenty of those in here as well as out of there, so we may as well leave.
As she's walking away, she's kind of like, I don't want spiders.
Well, you don't have to keep any as pets. We can just simply walk past them.
The GM very nearly made me.
Wow. That happens sometimes when you roll a perfect number. 17. Anyway, this thing just begins to bash in the gate. It's pretty angry. Let me go to this layer. For the purposes of this, I'll just get rid of it. It opens. He opens up. Yeah, it just deletes. It opens and he just begins to bull rush through, sees the nearest thing, which is Orin, and attacks.
Not what I was expecting.
Can I speak as a free action?
On your turn, you can.
Cool.
So, in fact, we should probably roll initiative, seeing as we're actually entering combat. So, everybody,
Excelente.
roll initiative.
16 for Keck, which I've replaced with whatever nonsense you renamed him to while I was away.
Cool. I have Eliza.
24 for Eliza.
The boys.
10.
I feel like Eliza's quick.
She is.
Is she related to Stuart?
No, it's a common misconception.
Nigel.
Thornbury.
So,
It's
an
a common
11.
misconception, but no, Liza is not related to Stuart.
Okay. It's
Drake.
almost as if your father is Stuart.
Yep.
Stuart Little.
Yes.
Making this very easy.
Yes, indeed. So we have those, and then let's add this guy for a turn. Plus
We're
2
going to die.
for 15.
We cannot get out.
They're
They're
coming.
coming. I mean Florence.
And then these guys are gonna act on.
Fool of a dragonkin.
1d20.
No, we have to accept the nat one.
Oh, it's actually in that one anyway, so banter.
Nice.
I said we had to accept it.
It was meant to be. So at the top of the round, it is Liza's turn.
For God's sake. You're going to end up killing her, you realise that, right?
No. It's going to be you, indubitably.
Nope, you will.
Indubitably. So what are you doing, Liza?
Liza is going to do something.
Nice.
Good.
How insightful.
Just
Why don't you hold your action until you find something?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna withhold my action for
Alright
now.
then, taking it to Florence's turn.
So does this thing barge through the gates?
Yep.
Okay. Florence reaches out a hand as this thing. Bear with me. As this thing barges through the gates, and he fuck.
He dies?
No, he's gonna roll to grapple this thing. So I'm gonna roll an athletics check.
Okay.
Just to tackle it and grapple it to the floor.
The
Give it a
quad.
roll.
Rolls an 8. So it'll be a
I
contested
don't
roll.
see your token. Where is it?
It should be by the door. I can't see where the fuck it's gone.
Just drag your new one back in. Maybe we did.
The screen's gone entirely black on my.
There you go. You're
Oh
dropped.
no, I found it. So yeah, I'll be by the door. So I need a contested roll by the Squaggoth of an athletics nature.
Cool. So you should be here. No?
There or thereabouts. Yeah.
Yep.
So I need
Hey, Suji.
need an athletics roll from him. If it beats an 8, then I fail to grapple him.
Let's see how he does. He rolled 16. He just
yeah, he shrugs me off,
pushes you back. Yeah, with a.
I stumble back.
Yeah.
And bristle and have at him, lads. And I say, oh, I was gonna.
As you relocate your hip.
Orc, attack! And I punch my fist into an open palm, and I point to the orc and point to him, so he gets the aggression idea.
Cool. It is this guy, the drow, fighting Draco. Or Draco, whichever you prefer. For
Draco.
a 22 versus AC.
He's still hitting me.
He's still hit. Yeah.
He quite clearly hasn't got the hang of what's going on.
He has.
I'm just like, stop now.
Yeah, he has cold dead
Stop,
eyes.
stop.
You take 8 damage.
Yeah.
It's Oran's turn. Unless you have a reaction.
Does he have a reaction?
Ow.
I don't think he does, but
Okay.
I know how to
he's going to try to grapple and throw him this away. Or maybe grapple onto his back and maybe steer him. So yeah, he's going to try to do a grapple, and then we'll figure out what the grapple is. Athletics. Oh, well, that sucks.
We're all so athletic.
I know. I have a +4, so I figured it would be.
Yeah, he'll.
Oh no.
He'll see if we can do any better. On.
I've got a +5, and I still rolled like
17, the perfect number. Yeah. Yep. You can't be beaten on that.
All right.
Making it these guys' turn. So this guy, the Quaggoth, is gonna find his stats first of all, and then he's going to attack for a plus. Cool. Oh, he's got a nice to hit. For 15.
Yep, that hits.
You
I don't see
take.
it, but yeah.
I'm GM rolling actually. For 5 damage.
Wow, that sucks.
Which is pretty tasty.
Pretty tasty.
It's Draco's turn. Draco Malfoy. That's right, Shuja.
Draco's like, yeah, Draco's essentially just fallen over. He's like, I don't know, maybe like he kung fu swept his legs out and like,
yeah,
whatever he did. Draco's just like coughing on the floor, and he's just like, okay, this is the part where we start attacking the people that are imprisoning us, not each other, and he's gonna try and like
persuade.
Make his way over to. He's going to try and. Yeah,
cool.
He doesn't realize he needs to convince this guy, but he's sure.
Cool.
He's
You
in
take
on the plan.
an attack of opportunity as you leave his square for a 17. His goes rolling excellently. I'm very happy with him.
So good.
You're gonna take.
I'm out cold. It doesn't matter.
You take 5 damage.
Yeah, I'm well out cold.
Cool.
Shit.
He just kind of cuts you across the windpipe with one hand, and downs you without saying anything. He looks pretty emotionless, kind of dead behind the eyes. So you don't get to move.
Not that I see any of that.
No, I mean
as
the blow comes in, yeah. So Eldrith is going to try to grapple this Quaggoth to get it off of Orin for a measly 6 to see if the Quaggoth can do any better. He rolls a 4,
TPK.
remarkably.
Wow.
So actually,
Eldrith
comes in, kind of gets it off of Orin, and she's like, "Yeah, pretty much." She comes in, kind of just grapples it, and she's like, "Go!" And it's Liza's turn once again. There's an opening, and the gate is kind of crashed open, and you can. And it appears that she is grappling this guy. You see Draco go down. The drow just cuts him across the windpipe to knock him out.
I'm going to cast Healing Words as a bonus action on Draco.
Cool. What does that require? Do you need a component? Or your foci?
No,
it's just voice, I think, for Healing Word.
Yeah. And I literally just get whisper, get up. and there's little kind of floaty, like whispery tendrils come out of my mouth and float over to Draco, which gives him 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Bear in mind, Beth, that this will not wake him up. Despite it bringing him above 0 hit points, it won't wake him up.
I thought it would.
Nope.
No?
That's not how healing spells work, unfortunately.
God damn it. Either way.
If you'd have done it before I was cold-cocked. But, yeah.
Either way, I'm still going to do it. So you get 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier, which as a bard is...
Charisma.
Probably is a 2 or a 3.
Unless you rolled as jammily as I did on my stat rolls.
Which is
2.
2.
Correct.
So, which tab is that on? So you get 6 hit points.
Cool, Draco, roll me a 1d4.
Oh. Two. I'll be up in 2 hours.
Nice.
Cool.
Right. So that was my bonus action, and then I am going to cast. Right, James. Charm person. Do I have to attack for that to be?
Bear with me a second. You
Because
cast.
the wording of it is a little bit confusing.
You realise healing word is 1 action, not 1 bonus action. So you're.
It's 1 bonus action as a bard.
Why?
I don't know. That's literally what it said.
Bear with me.
Here, you look at one thing, I'll look at the other.
Then he joined Voldemort in trying to kill Harry.
Gentle Trade, Song of Rest. There is no reason that I can see which obviously says that spells change meaning for a bard. Healing word is a 1 action spell. There is no reason why it would
then
be.
The only thing you can do is do a cantrip with your bonus.
But it's not even not a bonus action. It's 1 full action, so you can move if you want.
I see 1 bonus action.
On healing word.
Yep, I'm in the hardcover of the PHP, which you can have your very self. If you
Hey,
have your very own if you win the.
Healing word, first level evocation, casting time, 1 bonus action.
Yeah.
My face when the boys.
Get Rose lawyered, bitch.
I've been. I blame.
Wrecked by that.
I blame the entire bottle.
When Beth tells you the rules.
That feels.
When James gets taught the game by Beth.
But yeah, so it's a bonus
Gentlemen,
action.
I warn you, the
So I
apocalypse
can
is happening.
still use a cantrip, can't I?
Yes, cantrip, yes.
And then what I'm going to do is I am going to cast Vicious Mockery
Hey.
on the
Nice. Make
this
fun
guy.
of his fat thighs. You've got
Girlfriend.
Do
chunky
you
legs.
even lift?
Girlfriend, you look awful.
Do you even lift as
Make
you
fun
run
of his dead
past?
brother.
Bear with me a second.
Oh.
Must make a wisdom saving throw,
Hmm.
which is. Bear with me a second. That one. So, wisdom saving throw of 12.
Cool, let's see what he does.
Atta girl.
For a 11.
Bam!
Nice.
And then it takes 1d4 psychic damage. And I'm just like, you're big and fat and you're really mean and you should leave us alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got him.
Such.
You foul loathsome cockroach.
Cockroach.
And it takes 1 damage.
Hey, and it's disadvantage.
But he is. Yeah, I was gonna say he's at disadvantage on
Yeah.
his next attack.
Hey, Undead Baron with the follow-up formula. You got my
There
back,
it
buddy.
is.
There we go. Get logicked. Florence, it's your turn.
Who? What? My turn?
I
Oh, Florence. No,
acquired
Warren.
popcorn.
Boy.
Hey, it's James's turn.
Okay. My lungs have ceased all functioning. So given that I've just been knocked back, and there's an unconscious person on the floor who's just been healed, did you say the Quaggoth has backed off?
Nope, this one hasn't.
Okay,
He's being grappled by Eldrith right now.
Cool. So he's already engaged in the grapple. So I'm going to pick up. Was it Corin that got knocked out or Draco?
Draco.
I'm going to pick up Draco and run out the door with him.
You're going to pick up Draco.
Yep.
As much as I really want you to do that, I physically don't think you'll be able to.
I rolled an 11.
You tried to pick up the 7-foot tall dragon, but you
several £100 dragon.
Yeah, you can't do it. It's too much for your old bones.
The osteo is.
In that case, I just run out the door.
All right, but you don't have enough movement to do that. So you've come from here. You tried to pick him up and failed. So
I just end up here and fuck everything up.
Yep. So this guy Ladrow begins to just run out here, and then the orc also follows.
I bet he just. Oh god.
The frog man just seems to kind of amble slowly behind, taking everything.
My face when no one remembered he was there.
He notices.
No, the twins.
Draco.
The gnome twins. I don't remember.
Yeah. He notices them on the floor. No, they've been keeping themselves to themselves. They've been talking quietly, pretty conspiratorially in the corner without speaking to any of you guys. And this guy, quite happily, picks up Draco. Kind of still this kind of bland look on his face, and continues onwards with him, pretty effortlessly.
He starts walking he starts walking straight out, and then he stops, turns his head, and his tongue just shoots out and snags Draco, and then he just continues out.
These two little deep gnomes begin to scurry. Yep, Sverneblin. Out, and Eldrith's going to continue to grapple. What did I get? Let's copy that. She gets a 14. And we'll see what this guy's thing is. He rolls a nat 1. So on that, she grapples him actually down to the floor. She's like on his square right now. And Orin, it's your turn.
If you're really a god, Bepedo, this is the time to prove your worth.
And then he probably steps over the scrum that is happening between Eldrith and the Quaggoth. And then he's going to try to bowl into one of these drow, hoping to push one of them off balance and into the void of webs.
All right, give me a roll.
And let's hope it's not an awful one. Athletics. 23.
Athletics.
Yeah, poi.
I am.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
am unconscious.
Characters are unconscious.
Just the way you like me.
Yep.
Just how I like them. Unconscious. Okay, so he rolled an 11.
Just like mine.
And
just not that way. Ask listeners. So this guy, how do you kind of want to bowl into him and push him off?
Yeah, he's going to probably go between them, or maybe he's going to go between them and no, he's going to go on the outside of him and kind of shove him into his friend, and his friend over here is actually going to be the one who either falls from the 23 or whatever.
This guy just flies down from his friend as this guy kind of bumps into him essentially.
Probably like here now.
Cool. And
so
it
like goes through and probably lands right there.
This guy's got a pretty wicked looking sword drawn.
Cool. That's my sword. So
it's pretty wicked. And you recognize this sword. He is going to roll against you with the sword for a 8 versus AC.
Nope.
Okay.
I catch the blade because I'm awesome.
Nice.
No, I don't catch the blade. I'm
Draco, it's your turn. You're dead. You can make me a death saving throw. Actually, you are healed. Yeah, you are actually stable. Yeah. These guys, this drow pushes forwards to attack the other drow. goes in for only a 9 versus AC, so that's a
Drow on
miss.
drow action. Nice.
Yeah, I know. Only encounter roleplay, ladies and gentlemen. Runt just bulldozes through to push this guy off the edge. The orc bullying his way in, and he rolls a 22, which is pretty good. He just kind of the drow is doing all this like cool kung fu like fighting moves, and Runt in fact just bulldozes through, pushes him off the edge into the spider webs. There's one more drow over here, and as you're here, actually, you can see a little bit more. You guys who are out here, you can see up to here. There appears to be some kind of building, so like watchtower up ahead, and then to the right, there's more planks, more planking occurring. So
It's
everyone
just drow everywhere,
just-
laying
just
rigid.
Laying down on stupid things.
Yep. Everyone kind of pushed their way out with the frog.
Kotoa.
Kotoa and Liza, it's your turn again at the top of the round.
I'm just gonna go stand here because I'm a halfling. I can stand in the same square as someone that's bigger than me. So
Okie dokie.
I'm just gonna kind of stand there.
Did anyone else just hear Will say Hitler, or was that just me?
I did
I
just say.
literally just you, as far as I'm aware.
Yep, I do love the Third Reich. You know
No,
me, guys.
Any Reich, really. Any
Any of-
Reich is a
yeah.
good Reich.
That's
So
I
I'm
mean, it is
just-
your right at the end of the day.
Florence, it's your turn.
If it ain't Reich, it ain't right.
2 wrongs don't make a
Okay.
right.
It's your turn, Florence.
Yeah, yes. Sorry, I have the Ebolas. Yeah. Florence moves kind of through the crowd. So are all the drow that were in the way kind of in that area there dead now?
Yep.
Or thrown off the side?
There is one
Cool.
over here
So
that you can
1,
see.
2, 3, 4. Florence is going to shout, "Forwards, you fools!" And he's going to attempt to tackle this drow
Cool.
with an athletics check. Come on, Florence, don't piss out the wall. He's
pissed out
pissed.
the wall.
Wait, no, I rolled a 9, but
Not 20.
Wowsies.
I'm thrown into the spiders and consumed.
And you're dead. He just pushes you down. Like he
Does
just
my spider that I released earlier do anything?
Catches
disappearing.
you with his nets.
It eats your body. You can't go in to rush at him. He ducks under a swing, like punches you down.
Just fly over
You're
this
not.
thing.
No. You're knocked back down, exactly where you are. Next you were here. Aren't you? Yeah, you're knocked back down here, and you're kind of just on the edge. And he's kind of about to punch you off of it or
You like
kick you
lose
off.
your spellbook, or you lose your icon.
Lost both of those before this fucking campaign.
Eh, whatever.
started. Terrible,
Your
man.
hat falls. Something on you falls into the void.
Yeah, it's a bit of your
Tooth.
soul.
A bit of my dog.
So this dark
Just
elf
the tip
here
falls into the void.
kind of comes along. He is going to make an attack for 7, which does not hit the AC of this drow. So it's a miss, and it's Oren's turn. Please see
That was fast. All right, cool.
Sorry.
It's okay.
He is gonna be like, we must push on, and
This is where we fight. This is where we die.
All right, so he's gonna go up this way. Actually, what's my move here? 20. He's gonna double his move to here.
Sweet. Come all the way through. Yeah, it appears to be some kind of watchtower. The door is just a wooden one.
Cool.
Up ahead, and it's this guy here. It's his turn. He's going to turn on this new drow and speak in Undercommon, but you can just make out the word betrayer. And for a 18 versus AC, which is a hit, he's going to deal some damage. And hot drow on drow action, my friend.
Yep. Drow to drow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's actually see how much damage he does. Let me check.
Elf to elf.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to
Ooh,
listen to this. I'm
baby.
just gonna try and drow it out.
Oh, shut up.
Kill yourself. Hey, this guy takes 8 damage. And it is
Jeez,
Draco, your turn. You can do nothing, my friend. You are unconscious.
I
down.
burble.
You are drowning out.
You're a sick little puppy. Eldriff's turn. She's continuing to grapple this thing. See if she can hold on. For an 11, and the Quaggoth gets a 14, so it rises upwards. And she's kind of just pushed back off of it. And it's pushed off of it, and it's Liza's turn once more. Liza Doolittle.
Yes.
It is your turn, my dear.
The answer lies within you.
I am just going to move to there.
Zerek's lying to you. Okay.
There you go.
Sweet as a nut. You can double your move if you just wish.
Oh
to.
yeah.
Drow jokes are too dark for me.
Nice.
See, it's funny when P-Fart says them. It's just Josh. I have like, it just can't be funny when it's Josh. They just won't allow it. Hey Nick, how's it going?
You can double your move. There you go.
Some do make me lol flow.
Oh, jeez.
Get it, lol. Okay, Florence, your turn. You're on your back.
Boys.
How far did
so
you move,
Florence,
I doubled my movement, so
Okay.
50.
So Florence is going to attempt to regain his footing, and he's going to try and, from on the floor, he's going to just try and grab this drow by the ankles and throw him off the edge.
By the cankles. Cool.
Right, always go for the cankles. If there's one thing life has taught this old man, go for the cank.
Remember, son. always
That's an
go for the-
18. It's an 18.
My father always taught me this one thing.
It warms the cankles of my heart.
He rolled a 16, so he's distracted fighting this drow. How do you knock him off the edge? Just kind of.
I literally, so I'm still on the ground,
Yeah.
and Florence, just with his old wiry arms, grabs him and just wrenches to the side, and he kind of tumbles. His
Nice.
back jars against the edge of the wood platform, and he just slumps off the edge.
Cool.
And there's like,
Yep, a lot of clicks.
noise.
that is
that exact noise occurs.
Spider sound C from James.
So cool. So. It's
That's how they
actually a language. So
get- yeah, how do
the-
you-
this drow just kind of like nods at you briefly and then begins to move up. He's going to move up to here. And it's Orin's turn.
And slice me in the back.
Just to murder you.
I'm actually gonna try to turn to him and be like, "Oh, don't think you could sneak up on me." And I want to try to grab his, like, as he's walking up on me. I just kind of want to duck under and flip him up over the edge
Sweet.
because.
Zerix says Zulu spiders.
17.
Zulu banter.
The implied racism is strong.
It's okay. James is Swedish.
Am I?
Isn't that
No, not
the
you.
drow that was actually in the cage with us?
You're
more than-
sweet-ish. Yes.
Sorry, you were trying to knock off the drow that was in
Yep,
the cage.
17.
on a
I'm gonna knock his
17.
block off.
Cool. Knock off his block. Have a knock on this donger. He gets only a 12, so he's gonna
Fly off the edge.
I can say on a 17 to a 12. He's I guess we don't really do degrees of failure, but he doesn't like fly right off. He's like ooh, right on the edge kind of thing. Unexpected. And suddenly
Oh, damn.
to the rescue.
So the door opens up.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the door opens. 2 drow appear. Dong is held high.
Can I like be holding his like chain or whatever? Like he's kind of like being like would fall if I let go.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like so I'm like kind of holding him.
Yeah. It's actually an 11, but it's still not a hit. And a 13.
13 hits.
13 hits,
So I
okay.
have no armor, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, no, 13 hits.
So you take 5.
Oh golly. All
And it's Draco's turn. Draco, just roll me a 1d20. And thank you, getting turned.
Josh said BRB
Josh
in the chat.
has disappeared.
What does he need to roll? I'll roll it on his behalf.
Just roll a 1d20. Thank you, getting turned up, following welcome to the adventure.
Josh rolls a 3.
Cool, nothing happens. Eldriff's turn. She's going to continue to fight this thing. Her strength is a 13. This thing rolls a 20, so she can't grapple it down. She's trying to hold it down so that it doesn't like kill anyone, basically. And it's Liza's turn once more. There are 2 drow ahead of you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do something.
How do drow deal with light?
You don't know.
We
Poorly.
haven't tried it yet.
Poorly.
But apparently we know they don't like it so far.
17 inches is considered a short sword, Eric, around these parts.
I'm going to cast Dancing Lights, which is a cantrip, and basically it's within 120 feet, and I can combine the 4 lights into one vaguely humanoid form of medium size.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to put it right between the 2 of them.
4 torch-sized lights within range, making them appear as torches, lanterns, and glowing orbs.
I can also combine the 4 lights into a glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size. Whichever form you choose, each light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Very cool. Anything else in your turn?
Other than that, I'm just going to kind of back off a little bit.
Okay, Florence, it's your turn.
Yes.
Florence.
It is when my lungs initiate functioning. So Florence kind of has scrambled to his feet.
Initiate functioning.
Initiate lung. And there's that drow hanging off the edge, isn't there?
Yes, here.
He's going to run and just try and push him off.
As like I'm holding him and you push him, I just go, okay.
Cool. This is the drow that was obviously in the cage, just to remind everyone watching.
Fuck him.
Roll me an athletics.
He seems like a loose cannon to Florence.
Yep.
Take a 21.
Must be murdered. Let's see what this guy gets. He rolled an 18. It's
You're actually supposed to meet him. And
yeah, so it's just really got confusing. Yeah, so on that you just kick him off.
And then there's a...
Yeah, then there's a...
Beth, join us.
Join us, Beth.
Come, Beth. Come into our hovel.
Every time. This guy doesn't get a turn anymore, he's dead.
Just everybody
Oren.
does spider noises.
Oren, it's your turn.
Oh, sweet. I am going to...
And thank you, Dark Hollows, for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. If there's any of you guys in chat haven't yet followed, hit that button.
Do it. Every 50 followers, we have a viewer vote. Will, you want to tell me about a viewer vote while I quickly look up spell?
I will. On a viewer vote, you guys get to decide anything that happens next in our game. So we'll be like, we're in this situation, what happens next, guys? You throw in like 5 or 6 ideas, and we vote on them, and then that happens. So it could be a kraken appears, it could be flying crystal, it could be flying crystals with goblins on them, which happened on Monday. It could be literally anything your heart's desire. So, thank you, Dark Hollows. How's it going?
It could be Gandalf Europop nod.
It could be.
It can be. That's happened. All right,
Gandalf has turned up before.
Gandalf has turned up. Can I, he turned down for what? Can I back out of this? He's gonna back out of this and...
Sure. You wanna disengage?
Yeah. Can I disengage and cast Lay on Hands?
Disengage is an action, so you have to take your turn doing it. Unless Lay on Hands is a bonus action.
Nope, Lay on Hands
or
is an
you
action.
can take the attack of opportunity that you will surely receive.
So I can disengage without attack of opportunity, or I can run out and take the attack of opportunity.
Pretty much.
I will... I'm gonna run out, I think. Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, it's because I'm not pressing the right button. I can run to... That's weird. So I can run to here, but then I'd have to take... I'm actually going to hang out where I am, do Lay on Hands, and heal myself 5 hit points. So as like he sorry, let me just add the 5 hit points. But he is going to I'm back up to So yeah, these guys just like attack him, and he turns as that drow falls, and then like as he like turns, he still keeps his palm forward, and then like a dim light comes from within, and then he holds his hands, he clasps his hands together, and then press it against his chest, and then he starts to like as light radiates from underneath his palms, and he starts to like smile at these two like very maniacally as he's being healed, and he just stares into these eyes of these drow, trying to intimidate them, and just kind of laugh, knowing their doom.
All right.
And they move together.
So you're going to take some attacks against you. Actually, plus 4. So you're going to take a 17 versus AC.
Yep, that hits.
And you're going to take 2 damage. No, 3 damage, sorry.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Wait. Let me reroll. I totally fluffed that.
Nope. 2 it is. Already said it.
No, I only going to. I demand I only take 2. You would have taken 6. You actually take 4.
Okay.
Yeah, man, roll 20 is the place to be. And this one's going to attack you.
Love how Will's just like, actually no, I will roll this dice. For once, I'll actually roll fairly.
I'm going to kill you. Only a 13. Is that a hit?
13 hits. I have no armor.
Eek.
Eek is correct.
This time we take 2 damage.
Okay.
And Draco is dead. Hey, isn't that good?
Finally, jeez. He's not dead. He's just out.
Eldriff's gonna go in for a grapple. She rolls a 9. The Quagga rolls a 5, so she actually manages to grapple it once more. She's just holding it down and saying, "Go, go!" And it's Liza's turn.
Did my light do anything to the drow?
Appears to have illuminated the area around them.
So they weren't affected in any way?
I mean, they don't appear to like it too much.
They're squinting real hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is magical light, so they're not, it's kind of okay.
I mean, light's light,
There's a difference between magical light and sunlight, though, isn't there?
Yeah, sunlight's the big thing, not silly halfling peasant light.
There's also dancing lights. If it was a light spell, then maybe, but dancing lights is kind of like...
Yeah.
And they actually innately cast dancing lights.
Yeah,
they
cast
fire.
Fairy fire, yeah.
It's fairy fire.
He also cast fairy fire.
So it's your turn, Liza. What are you doing, my friend?
Liza is going to... See, I don't want to engage anyone because I will actually die in like 3 minutes, if that. She's just gonna kind of...
we all will.
Yeah, she's just kind of stay where she is. She's gonna hide behind Florence.
No action at all?
No, she's just gonna move a little bit.
You could heal another party member.
You can't be inside as well.
Yeah.
I could heal you. That's a good point, but then I lose all my spell slots. So.
Well, it's really just if you want to tank or you want to die.
You are
I
a
have
selfish
5 hit
bitch.
points, so when I go down, it's just going to be running at you.
Thank you, Psychotic, for following. Welcome to the adventure, my psychotic friend. Florence, it's your turn.
Okay, so Florence is going to run up behind Orin, and he's going to... You know what? No, he doesn't even have any cantrips that are useful in this exact situation. So he's going to run past Corin, and he's going to try and tackle this drow on the left. With an athletics check. He's in the throwing business today.
Yes, he is.
20.
Nice. See what this guy can get. On a 19, so you just about got him.
Get fucked.
So he just you tackle him down to the floor.
Yep.
Your turn is Orin's turn.
Okay, Oren is gonna take on this other guy. He's gonna try to push him off the edge. Cause it's all I have. I don't have a blade yet. Actually, gonna try to grab grab his sword and push him off the edge.
Sure.
Because he wants that.
I mean, I
sword.
didn't want to say, but the drow back there that he pushed off did have swords on them, but he didn't grab them in time.
I do know that. Yes, and I forgot.
That's okay.
Should have grabbed their dogger.
I should.
Should've.
I'm gonna grab their dogger and
You'd had learned how to 17-inch weapon.
Oh, I'm on Draco's character sheet.
Oh my god.
It's just flailing a
Where
dogger
is
out.
that slightly Indian?
9.
A 9 is not a hit, I'm afraid, my friend.
I am pushing him. He's got.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
cool.
didn't look at that
It's
properly.
the only thing that I have a chance doing is grabbing these things.
You rolled a 6.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So I go to push him off the edge and try to hold it and try to keep his sword.
Yeah.
Probably with that much of a difference between 9
Yeah.
and 6, I probably don't keep the sword.
Yeah. You like got a hand on it, and he's trying to.
Yeah, he's like holding on. We're both
Yeah.
holding on to the same thing. I'm like
Yeah.
holding on to the knuckle guard, as
Yeah.
he's holding on to the handle itself, and we're kind of like battling over that. Oh, that's my
Awesome. So that is your turn. Yeah, you're probably kind of on top of this guy's donger. So it's their turn. In fact, we're gonna take the Quaggoth. He's gonna try and attack Eldrith for a 21, which is a fine hit against this poor lady. A fine hit.
A
She only
fine
takes
strike.
5 damage. I look sad. So it's the Drow's turn. They are going to try and push themselves off. So let's have some athletic rolls. See if they can just kind of push you guys off. The Drow fighting Orin rolls a 12. 16. Nice. Yeah, you just pin him down. I'm going to say with that you get his weapon as well.
Cool.
Um,
I was going to push him off. That was like my goal of this.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. In that case, you kind of push him off and you kind of grab his weapon.
Yeah.
As
this
he
time I,
goes down.
Like punch his wrist and he just let goes.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey, and falls. Ah!
And the Drow fighting Florence here
The Wilhelm
is
scream.
going to try and push him off for an 8. If you
I
can
take
get-
it. I need to do a contested.
Yes, indeed you do, my friend.
This is like the only hope we have is just these contested rolls rather than ACs.
6. They're these.
He pushes you off.
Off the edge and I die.
No, he just pushes you up and he stands up. It's Draco's turn, who's unfortunately is dead. And
But I will remind him at every given opportunity.
yes, I will.
I failed as a human.
You did. Eldrit's going to make an. Eldritch rolled a 15, which is a hit. She's going to deal a little bit of damage. Josh, please. Pain. She's only going to get 4 damage on the guy. These are actually kind of in combat like this. And it's Liza's turn once again.
So
Do you have a heal yet?
I'm going to go a little bit closer, and then I'm going to go, oh, for God's sake, and heal, and use healing words.
Oh, for God's
On
sake, I have
Orin.
to do something. I have to help the party.
I mean, I could do something, but it'd kill everyone else in the process as well, and I don't think I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, it's probably better for you. Well, yeah,
Is
you're
it
like
Thunder
Thunder
Wave?
Wave and then
Yes,
fly
it is
off.
Thunder
Yeah.
Wave.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna be Thunder Waves cast all the time.
So yeah, I'll cast healing word on Orin, which does that. So that would be
1d4.
you get 1d4 plus 2.
Oh, God. Sorry, Pitfall. Texting time out, dude. How do I do that? There we go. Sorry, mate.
You get 4 HP
Oh,
back.
boy, Adrian.
Yeah, I got the wrong
Nice,
guy.
thank you.
Chat moved. Sorry, I was just trying to get the spam bot. Cool.
Which means I have no spell slots left. You are safe from Thunderwave for
Thank
now.
you. It's okay. I'm out of lay on hands too, so we're all screwed.
I'm out of life.
Out of
Out of
love.
all things
You're not
useful.
out of life. You're just unconscious.
The only thing I'm out of everything apart from debuffs.
I'm out of
It's
patience.
Florence's turn.
Hello, boys.
Speak to
I'm
the
going
devil.
to swipe at the ankles of this man who just pushed me off of him.
Crap,
with a
I'm out of
20.
this kick.
20. Let's see what he gets. He gets a 9. So yeah, He's gonna go down. He's gonna slide off.
Cool. Yeah, I just swing my wiry old man arm into his
Wait.
cackle.
Do you have one arm which is just a wiry old man arm, and
And
one's
the
like
other one's
super
lithe
dense?
and young and fit. Yes, for the record, that is exactly what I'm
Like
like.
Sal's arm.
And I just swipe under him and roll him off the edge, and there's a...
Biff, join us. Come join us, Biff.
One day
You'll feast on your soul. Okay, so when she comes back, everyone do it.
You done? It's not funny at all.
Oren, it's your turn.
It's not funny, it's just very good
It's
banter.
just
Oren.
hilarious.
No, it's not when I end up having panic attacks because you lot are being dicks.
We're making stupid noises. They're not even spider noises.
Is a panic attack banter? I'm going by the democratic interview. Yes.
Stern banter. It's
So
Oren's
is this
turn.
guy that I went to attack, is he dead or is he at his feet? Like, did I throw him off the edge?
Sorry, you did. I haven't moved his token off
No,
there.
I just didn't know if he was, because I was just going to stab him if not, but that's fine. So they left this door open.
Yes.
I assume I want to approach
You can actually
said door.
see. You can see in the door is open. You see inside. There's like a table. It's very sparse in here, kind of Spartan. You'd like it. There's a table and a desk. There's a couple of chests here. Let me point to. This is like a chest, and around the corner here, this kind of wardrobe thing serves to hold items in as well.
Cool. He's going to approach, and doesn't seem like a secure spot. Are we out of combat right now, actually?
Yes, we are out of combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to approach and try to see what is. I guess we'll probably go back to that. See like what's in the chest. Actually, he's going to see if this door is locked or open, or what is beyond this door over here. He's probably going to crack it open and just peek.
Sure. You look out. Let me reveal. Reveal all. You see.
There is an army of drow.
You see. Yep.
Spiders.
The army of drow spiders. Well, funny you should say that because it is you look out and it's this kind of door down. It looks like some kind of maybe like kind of like garbage chutes.
Oh, cool.
They kind of throw things that they don't want down here,
Like people.
including people. And there are kind of big kind of hairy spider legs that you can see down below.
Are there
big
stairs
ones.
going up to this watchtower?
Really
or
big
is this
ones.
just-
There aren't. No, there appears to be a door here, leading out here. There's not actually one on the map.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's also an exit out this way as well.
Okay. He's gonna probably make his way back to the door and go.
Right, it looks like it's safe in here. Just let's try to hold up in here for now.
As he kind of like ushers everybody into the door, or into the doorway of this place. And that could be my, I guess, turn.
Sure. Well, we're out of turn order now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you guys want to speak at any point, you can. These guys move up. I'll move them up here. But Pillow's like, oh, that was a jolly good fight, and the orc just kind of grunts for his own. But these two little deep gnomes keep themselves to themselves. Shushar, you don't actually know this guy's name yet, but it doesn't matter. We'll say Eldriff kills this. Off screen.
Vince
Florence says,
Clortho.
Florence,
thank you so much for the follow, buddy.
Oh, thanks, dude.
You are
Welcome.
a gentleman and a scholar.
welcome to the adventure. Florence immediately says, we should find somewhere hidden. Dwarf, will you lead the way?
I'm trying, but I think we should stay here while if they attack, we can funnel them in here and kill them from within.
I think if they attack, we will be more likely to fall under their sheer weight of numbers. We should find somewhere to hide.
I agree, but I think we should get everybody in here first, and then we can decide. We don't want to
We
be
need some-
sprawled and stretched thin.
Florence booms out in his most commanding voice, everybody, into the building, now!
Women and children first.
Roll me a performance.
Performance, can I not have a persuade?
Yeah, no, persuaded works well. Whichever's higher.
It's 20.
Yep, people start to file in.
Quickly now. And Florence makes sure he's the last one to go.
Yeah, but Pedo gets he says, "Oh well, very well. I will get inside." Ront kind of barges in.
Don't trust this Pedo guy.
The little dinos come in. The frogman comes in with Draco and starts to perform some kind of magic upon him. It kind of does some little bits of meditation in an odd language none of you guys understand. And then Draco, who will be back when Josh is back, kind of bolts upright.
Cool.
Can I have a look in the wardrobe thingy?
Yes, you may. Hello there.
Are there any weapons or
I've
anything
been
in
here
there?
the whole time.
Your character.
Sure. You look in here. Seems to be some kind of watchtowery barracks type thing. There are 5 sets of drow short swords, effectively just short swords in terms of the game, and there are 5 mail shirts set for the size of drow. So for you, they'd be very big, and for Draco, they'd be very, very small.
What about Oren? Well, I guess
So-
it's medium.
Is my flute there?
Your flute doesn't appear to be there.
Oh, are there any little weapons at all?
It's just a little
shelf?
post-it note that says
They
"fuck
just-
off, Beth."
They just have this rack with 5, real nice rack with 5
Short sword. You can
short
grab.
swords. Yeah, short swords are pretty small.
You can probably wield one.
Yeah.
Right, give me one of those.
And he asks
I'm
to
gonna grab a
change it.
short sword and then I'll pass one to Oren.
I have this one.
And what do I have? Is it a long sword or a short sword? What did the guy have that I threw?
A long sword.
Hell yeah. He goes, psst,
No, give me that.
and he points to the chain shirt.
Throw that my way.
She just kind of looks at it. She's like, I don't think I'll be able to pick it up.
You weakling.
And he literally pushes you out of the way and puts
I'm
it
like 2.5 foot tall. Leave me alone.
Hold out your hands.
She
and
holds
he
out
drapes
her
it
hand.
in your arms, and he's like,
It's a little heavy, I know, but you can carry it. Don't lie.
it's only
She
probably
collapses on the
15
floor.
pounds, maybe 12.
Yeah, you can easily carry
It's
it.
like
Yeah.
it weighs like a quarter of what I do.
Yeah, it's true, but you'll be fine.
It's heavy. You can carry it.
But he goes, good for nothing, and he puts it on one arm at a time, like everybody else.
All right. But Pido says, "Well, then, this is rather nice. One more step on the divine journey. So, what's the plan now, gents,
Speaking of
ladies?"
divine.
Hey.
Do you
I immediately slip back into. Hey, hey, laddie.
do you know
Yes.
any divine radiant magic that could bring me back to
Oh
a
well.
little better than worse for wear?
I'm afraid that require rather a lot of blood.
Oh,
If
yes,
you if you give me some time, Master Dwarf, I can heal you back to your ready state.
I can do it now. I'll just need a liter or 2 of blood from someone.
Well,
Hush now, sir.
Well, you've
Ignore
got.
this one.
You
There's
probably
no
don't
blood.
need your blood, do you? You're an old man.
I just give him a stern frown.
A plus,
be-
I think. Yes. Oh,
There
nice.
will be no need for blood. I can simply, after some rest, provide you with the energy that you need. Worry not, Master Dwarf, and I give him an affirming nod.
You feel firm.
You feel so firm.
Draco wakes up and sort of says that. Please stop hitting me now. That would be fantastic. And oh, he's gone. And he sort of looks around the room and says, "Where's the lunatic?"
Here I am. Hello. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant me.
No, the other lunatic, the dark one.
Old
I
man
got
murdered
rid of
him.
He's gone. You'll never see him again.
Yes, the 2 murderers over here. Saw to it. Pretty snappy.
When he says the 2 murderers, does he indicate towards anyone?
Yeah, he
Probably
points to the old man and to Orin.
The voice.
Yeah.
The frog speaks up. The frogman, Kuatoa. He says, We should not stay here long. They will be here soon.
Agreed.
Right. Which way?
Absolutely.
There's a door to the north and one right here.
And he points to the one, obviously, that everybody can see.
Yeah.
Perhaps, given that we don't know the area, it would be best to hide somewhere that they wouldn't expect.
Like where?
I help myself to a dagger.
There are no daggers.
Perhaps-
No
Short
daggers.
sword.
Only short swords.
Perhaps if we
Yeah,
would,
in
perhaps
my hand, it looks like a dagger.
Yeah.
perhaps if we were to acquire some rope, we could suspend ourselves underneath the walkway or
No.
on top of a roof, anywhere that would mean that they won't find us. If we head along the pathway, they will inevitably discover us.
Agree.
I'm not dangling anywhere.
Well, you're welcome to die along the rest of these ones, and he points to the blood and corpses that are left on the walkway. But I have far too much to live for, rather than dying for my own pride or fear of the unknown. He gives you a stern kind of knowing. I know what you're scared of. Look.
Spiders.
What
Oh,
are you
yes,
more afraid of, Liza? Or little one? Are you more afraid of death, or are you more afraid of just the idea of spiders?
Definitely more spiders than death.
And
Tell
what
me.
would they do to you?
Do you fear death?
Do you fear death?
James Norrington.
But
I take that as a no.
But tell me, what is this? What will the creepy crawlies do once they find you?
Speaking of which, Pepito's kind of like looking out over the edge. Appears to be one of our good friends about to join us. We
Everybody-
may wish to.
Florence just interrupts and says, "Everybody hide now!" And Florence disappears into a cupboard.
Backs
There-
into a cupboard and closes
There,
it.
Close
there
the
is
door.
clearly not enough
Liza
space
hides
for
in the
anyone.
wardrobe.
There's clearly not enough space for the massive orc, the other dwarves to hide in this room. You're all cramped in like a tiny room.
Florence
These
just
huge
hides.
people.
Florence just hides and looks through the keyhole. This is nonsense.
And Liza hides in the wardrobe.
Is it coming up to trash you?
It seems to be going up here.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, he's gonna. Is there? There's a wardrobe over here, right?
Yeah, I'm in it.
I'm gonna go on top of it.
These two gnomes bolt out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where is this thing coming from? This spider?
Where Pepito is standing from around here.
Actually, Orin goes.
Cool.
Maybe we should make our escape now. We'll go down out this door. The gnomes are gone. They can be a distraction. Anybody with me?
So,
So say that again.
I nod. I nod.
He pretty much says that the gnomes just bolted towards the towards one exit, and he's going towards the other, and he's like, "Why don't we keep to the shadows this way?" And like go out.
I remain in my cupboard and just watch this.
Yeah, you just hear a slight whimper from the wardrobe.
Are you in the wardrobe? Are you in the same wardrobe as me?
All right,
Yeah.
everyone. There are spiders descending upon this watchtower.
I open.
I'm here.
I open up the cupboard.
If we
I take
don't
out
move,
the
we will
halfling
die.
and I carry her
I grab a
Sorry.
short sword.
as I start.
Cool. The frog puts a like a wet hand on your shoulder, Orin, and he says, "It is this way," and begins to walk out this way.
But that's where
Is that
the
the way
gnomes
the
went.
gnomes went?
Yeah.
With regards to the short swords that we picked up, are they standard drow short swords, so +1 magic bonus and the ability
They
to
have
see in
no
the dark?
+1 magic bonus.
No bonuses. Do they have the see in the dark bonus?
They do not. They are short
So it's
swords.
just a standard short
Yeah,
sword as far
standard
as
short sword
magic.
with fluff
Cool.
and syringe.
As I said, yeah.
Drow. But yeah, so he goes,
Right.
follows the Murgle Bloggle Kuatoa.
Okay.
Follow us or die here among the
I
pencils
follow.
of your enemy.
Well then,
Yeah, I assist in dragging the halfling to follow us.
well, the orc wasn't hiding anyway. He just kind of starts to run out.
I don't think Draco will need much assistance. I mean, I'm 2.5 foot tall and weigh like 35
I don't know.
pounds.
Halflings can be quite dangerously strong. Some say.
I weigh like
not me, of course.
35 pounds.
Some
Same.
railers. So, you guys head out here. You see the little gnomes go inside ahead of you. Shushar slows up. The frogman slows up. The Kuatoa. Yep. And the orc kind of moves up. Pepito says, "Oh well, wouldn't do much good dying on the divine mission, would it now, chaps?" And so he heads off.
I want to push him off so bad.
And Eldrith also continues onwards. As you guys leave the room, you hear the sound of large mandibles climbing up from behind you.
Cool.
So what do you do? You might want to move your tokens out of the room.
Or don't and die.
Yeah, feel free.
Cool.
We
Yeah,
can leave
I'm
Florence
carrying the halfling, and I head forward, sort of behind Fishman, Frogman.
Cool. He waits up. He's kind of one of the last ones through. So there's another building before you here. You can make out the double doors in front. It looks kind of quite archaic, nicely sculpted kind of drow architecture, old looking, much different from a watchtower. Pretty basic stuff that you were in before. So what do you do?
Orin presses on. I mean, tries
Florence
to approach.
follows Orin very.
Yeah.
Florence follows very closely to Orin.
Yeah,
double
we're
doors
all sort
open?
of, I guess, huddled together.
I'm sorry, Mogul. Yeah, so you come to the double doors. We'll say the group of you. I'll just want to
They're
leave you
open or
there.
closed?
They are closed.
I'm gonna try to. You. And he points to the halfling.
You're less likely to be seen. What's beyond?
And he kind of takes like a half step backwards and like kind of tells you, or kind of like points towards the door as if like, or presents to you the door and is like,
Well, I'm currently being
got keener
carried
eyes
by
than I
Dragon
do.
King, so
Yeah, I put you down.
Draco,
Oh.
dragon, drop it.
that's sorry. I'm there.
What's
I
beyond?
bet
She kind
I'm
of-
off the ledge.
She steps forward and kind of looks through the door, but she doesn't really want to actually stick her head through the door.
Cool. Roll me a perception check.
Just crack it a little bit. Don't open it.
Let's see what you get.
13.
Cool. You look through the door and you can see there is a giant statue
Mm-hmm.
Of a spider.
of a spider. Funnily enough,
Queen,
in
actually, right?
the book, it is actually a statue of a giant spider, but I have a statue of Lolth here instead because I couldn't find one
Which
of the
is
spider.
because it's a woman attached to spider's legs.
Yeah.
So different.
There's a statue of Lolth here. It's appears to be green and very poorly lit. Green floor, very poorly lit in here. That's about as far as you can see. It appears like there's some kind of stairs running off here. You do not see the gnomes within.
Do they go up or down the stairs?
They go up. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Hey.
So it's very poorly lit.
It's poorly lit. It's about all you can make out, but you can make out this big statue of the Spider Queen in front.
I'm going to cast
Well,
dancing lights
What do you see?
just to get a little bit more light in there.
Don't cast anything. Because those lights will attract them. I can see just fine. I'll
Do
tell
you
where
want to
go.
see what's in the rest of the room?
Yeah, sure. Is it safe for me to look?
I can't
I'd-
see anything trying to kill us at the moment.
My advice would be to cast no spells that draw attention to us. You don't know what's hiding in the dark.
And yeah, he's going to open the door slightly and try to, I guess, look farther. Is that allowed?
Sure, you give me a check.
Yeah.
Nat 20. Yeah.
Hell.
So, you pierce the darkness with your eyes accustomed to the Underdark. You see that there's like beds of cushions here.
It's the Drow Mushroom.
Yeah, and you actually see something else. Hiding amongst these dark cushions behind the statue is something Beth's not gonna like.
Uh-oh.
There's a giant spider nestled into the cushions. It appears to be asleep, or just resting, or very pensively waiting.
I wake it up and direct it towards Beth.
You cast command at it. Attack.
Orin closes the door and then addresses his quote-unquote party, and he goes,
Well, it seems as if there are cushions in there, an exit to our right, but also a very large spider.
We can take it. We've
So,
seen
well,
bigger enough
We
times
could
for
probably
all of
run
us.
up the stairs, but knowing spiders, they'll just climb the stairs as well. All right, let's try it, I guess.
We can
Well,
kill
So,
it.
um,
Do we have a
What
plan
you're
of attack?
saying is there's a spider in the room in front of us.
Yeah.
There's a giant spider in the room behind us.
Yeah.
You. And then
And
below
either
you.
side of the walkway we are standing on, suspended
And
in air,
underneath.
Yeah.
and
I mean,
underneath
you
are
haven't
hundreds and thousands of giant spiders.
You haven't actually looked up yet, so there might be one above you.
"It's true."
I turn
It's
to the
all
halfling.
banter though, Beth.
I turn to the halfling and I say, and the dwarf actually, and I say, you two should make a bolt for the stairway. Try and
I will not. I will
scout
stay
it out.
here. I will fight.
I mean, I can only move 25. It'll take 25 feet. It'll take me like 3 turns to get there.
It'll take you one turn. You move 50. But if you double it,
get a move on.
Right,
Say,
I'll stay and fight. Halfling, you run up the stairs.
I am just gonna leg it.
roll a stealth, maybe.
Alright. Yeah, roll me a soft check. If you're trying to be stealthy, or if you are just running, then let me
Well,
know.
Orin wants to go in
Can
first.
I roll stealth and then tell you whether I'm trying to be stealthy or not?
No.
Obviously not.
That is... No, I'm not even going to qualify that with a response. Roll me a stealth check if you're going to roll a stealth check.
Right, I am just gonna
I'm gonna roll it and then I'll decide.
leg it.
Okay, as
I'm going to look at
okay,
the number.
why?
as she legs it, I would like to burst through the doors and say, "Hey, spider, over here!" And I draw my short sword and I charge towards it with my frail arm held high.
I charge in
Shaking 'cause
also
I can't
and
hold a
say,
short sword.
Hey, I've got
for
high-
the honor of
I've got
the
high
heroes.
sensible- I have a lot of decent stats on this character. 14 strength for an
You do. I
seven-
was copying that down earlier and I was like, what?
Alright,
I rolled very high.
everybody roll me initiative.
I'm hiding on the stairs. Do I have to roll initiative?
Yep.
Yeah. Because stuff can
Just
happen.
for when we all die to keep you alive. In before Drider. Just saying. I got a
17.
Oh, the perfect number.
Oh, I'm going first.
Is this a regular spider or is this like some sort of shadow-looking spider?
I rolled a 20.
I got a 24. Why is my initiative so high?
Because
You
your
can trade
dex
if
is
you
high.
want.
Because you made a high dex character.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Pretty much. Let me add you a turn, Drake. Okay, so you got a 17, and Florence, you're at a 20,
20.
and
If you
Eliza
add the
Tor-
turn, we can all go in and change it, make it faster.
Yes. I think I already have done it. I don't know if you can see my turn order. Can you see it?
No, I can, but I can't see me. So I mean, if I was still there, I could just go back and edit the order.
Oh wait, yeah, you're not in, are you, for some reason? There you go. Yeah. Cool. Perfect. And then this thing is gonna have a turn. Let me see. +1 for a 21.
Nice.
And we'll say on a nat 20 he's gonna go first because nat 20s are cool. Therefore, he or she, it, springs to life as it feels Liza trip one of its webs in its dungeon, in its hovel, I guess, or kind of temple maybe, and it scuttles along towards Florence, real quick, real sneaky like.
Come the fuck at me.
That's exactly what the old man says. You get a 10 versus AC.
Misses.
Nice. Mrs. Spider. Mrs. Lolf. Are you in? It's a bitey. Cool, that's all it's going to do. It's Liza's turn. What are you doing, my dear?
Trying not to cry. No, I'm just hiding.
Okay.
I'm literally just hiding. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going any further up the stairs. I'm not going any further down the stairs. I'm just going to stay exactly where I am so nothing can get me.
Cool, the DM will never punish you for that. Florence, it's your turn. James.
Bloody muted. Florence cries out, "Go back to the pitch that spawned you!" And he stabs at the whatever spider-like creature this is.
It's a giant spider, it looks like. Giant.
And 11 versus AC.
11 AC is not a hit, I'm afraid.
Oh
and with his movement, I'm just going to budge around to the side.
It looks like we need some inspiration. Everybody scroll down and take a look at that donate page and see how you can play with us. And inspire us to kill this beast. And to
because we have no equipment.
Maybe Beth some inspiration.
It's...
No, don't give Beth inspiration.
Yeah, that would be useful.
She's a filthy plebeian.
Draco.
Or do it.
It's your turn, my friend.
Okay, I'm going to step over to the spider. I'm essentially going to charge into it and swing my short sword, and I am going to make a swing for a nat 20.
That's a
nat 1.
Yep, that's a hit for 6 damage.
Nice.
On a nat 20, do I also manage to knock it sort of over at all?
This thing is way too big to knock over.
Cool.
Yeah, it's you probably like cut a leg off or something.
Yeah,
and its like leg goes down a little bit. That's kind of the equivalent of what happens. It's Orin's turn.
Spidery scream.
Yeah. Orin.
Orin is gonna run in and fight. I was gonna like try to be like, hey, right, let's go, and like protect her, but no, screw that. He's actually really excited that now that he's a sword. He's gonna charge in and slash at it with 2 hands.
2 hands.
Oh yeah, because I don't have a shield anymore, so that means that's like I've got extra. I think it's a D10 damage. Boop. Great.
9 versus AC is not a hit, I'm afraid. Gonna have to do better than this, boys. The spider comes in at Florence for a 23.
Oh boy.
That'll hit.
A swing and a hit for... you're going to take 4 damage.
I'll take that.
And roll me a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
I'll also take that.
Take it
like a bitch.
Like a bitch. It's a fail.
Or a 9.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll roll a 9 right now. You are going to be poisoned. Cool. You're going to take some extra damage. You're going to take some damage for this as you're poisoned. Until save, you're going to take 5 damage.
Go on 1 hit point.
Sweet. Liza.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
What exactly do you think I'm gonna do, Will?
All right,
Anything you want.
Florence, it's your turn.
Bitch. I pull out my Donga cannon and I activate it.
In fact, sorry, Ront is going to run in at this point.
Oh, hello, Ront. You silly Ront.
Eldrift's coming in. The boys are going to enter into their Dongas. So Ront is going to make an attack against this thing. He's got one of these swords. He hits on a 14, and he's going to deal some damage. He deals. Come on, roll. He gives 6 damage to this thing. So it goes down a little bit, and it's Florence's turn. Shiny Zebra, welcome. There is a big spider, my friend.
I will shiv it in the belly.
Okay.
But for a 16 for 8 damage.
16 is a hit, 8 damage. Very nice. You can roll to save against your poison.
Oh, good.
Oh, goody.
I fall over and die.
Yep. You fall over and are poisoned.
Oh, boy.
Yes, indeed. Draco, it's your turn, my friend.
Cool. How does this thing look like?
Big, black,
Is
and
it
scary.
Yeah, it's not particularly okay. Right. In which case, I'm going to vomit on him.
That's a once a day thing?
That's one.
Oh, it's daily.
No, it's I have to take a
Oh no,
short rest.
it used to be daily. Yeah, you haven't taken a short
Yes.
rest.
We have because we had to wait for the
didn't
guards
declare
to bugger off.
Oh, yeah, there's no short rest declared, my friends. You didn't spend hit dice or anything. You didn't rest. So you
Okay,
stood there
that's-
and you didn't rest, did you? Did anyone say we're taking a short rest?
No, yeah, we didn't.
I did in my brain 3 weeks ago.
Therefore, tell me when you're taking short rests and you can take them. Easy as
Okay. In which case, I will continue to slash at him for a.
Level 1's really like
Squishy.
very
15.
Yeah.
15's a hit.
For another 5 damage.
For 5 damage, this thing squeals in agony as you've probably cut off most of its limbs at this point between you. Taking it to Orin's turn.
Orange. So he is going to slice at one of its legs, hoping to. Actually, he's going to try to use 2 hands and try to drive the blade into its spidery face.
All right.
It actually is a D10 because I looked it up, and this is a D10.
All right. If any of you guys are following along but haven't actually yet followed,
Nat 20.
hit that button because we just hit nat 20, which is always nice. Which means
18 damage.
it means something. It means that you should hit that follow button. Okay. So how do you kill this thing?
Yeah, so like I said, he goes, day, and then he just holds the sword with 2 hands in like the downward stab position, and he just drives it into the creature's tiny little 8-eyed face as it squeals and wriggles and twitches, and then probably curls up into that weird spider ball thing that it does, and then rolls to its side, and he's like,
Hurry, Ront, pick him up. Let's get him out of here.
and then
Ron.
to the
Ron picks up Florence.
yeah, and then like with that he runs
Ron
over,
picks up the spider.
or he like slowly, like still with adrenaline pumping through his veins, he struts over to the halfling on the stairs and goes,
Don't worry, it's dead. It won't be killing you. Not when I'm around.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, what is up ahead? Have you looked?
No. There might be more spiders up there. I'll go look now that I'm not on my own.
Got your back.
She goes and looks up the stairs to see what's there.
All right, roll me. You're trying to be stealthy. You're just walking up.
I'm going to walk up, but I'm going to be stealthy, opening the door to look in.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
and Will, I'd
10.
like to take a short rest.
Would you?
Yes,
Thank you
please.
for announcing that. You can certainly do that.
Awesome.
Cool. So on a 10, we're going to use this place here to represent the floor. And these guys need to move real quick for me. Give me just 2 secs. You open the door, and you see Mistress Elvara, the very powerful drow priestess, with her consort, Shore, and they are in conversation. You're pretty about here. You open the door, and it creaks massively. We just lost James. And they look over. And that, they look over in shock, and then she goes for a whip, he goes for his sword, and that is where we'll finish off tonight's episode. All the cameras are going to be messed up because James just
I
left.
know. That's okay. I mean, I'll try my best. Cameras are still messed up. But anyway.
That's okay. But that is the end of this session. About the Abyss, how did you guys enjoy the spider madness?
I hated
loved it.
every
Never
second
mind.
of it.
Oh, never mind.
Well, you don't have to play. But I had tons of fun playing Orin. It's definitely I had a lot of fun because we usually don't do like maps a lot on on Encounter Roleplay, so it was fun to play around with that and use terrain and to our advantage and using tactic style and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
I made these maps with chat in a stream the other week.
Nice.
We decided to do some stuff together, so yeah, it's pretty. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun making these maps for the Underdark because there's loads of cool stuff.
A lot of cool things you can throw out there and add in and stuff.
Yeah. So we are back tomorrow night for some West Marches. Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition West March is what we'll be playing. That's pretty hype. Pretty excited for that. Last time we had some cool Goblin adventures with Finbar from Math and TV and Jamie. But other things happening tonight are Min-Maxes are playing at 7:30 EST. I think that's in half an hour your time, Cord.
Yes, that's a half hour my time.
So our friends over there will be playing some D&D if you want to head over to Min-Maxes, twitch.tv/Min-Maxes. And good night, everybody. And of course, if you haven't yet hit that follow button, please do. If you haven't yet entered the giveaway for the PHB, it can be yours! ! Giveaway. Clip Monkey wants more. We'll come back tomorrow night at the same time, my friend, and there will be much more. And then again on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we always have stuff every single week, 3 nights a week, same time, 9 p.m. GMT, 4 p.m. EST, and occasionally we do 24-hour streams as well. We had one the other week, and we'll be doing one again next month. So if you want to get involved in that, there'll be some viewer games happening, so send me a message on Twitch, on Twitter, email at contact at encounterroleplay.com. We are at EncounterRP on Twitter. We are on Facebook. There's loads of stuff.
We actually were also on WildStar as well.
Oh yeah.
We have a guild that just came out. WildStar just came out for free to play, and me and my buddy Undead Baron over at Twitch, Undead Baron, are running a guild for Encounter on the WildStar servers. So if you guys are interested or have a character, join us over there and keep the community spread into the rooted into the video games of life. So yes.
Indeed, yeah. So thank you everyone who's followed. Let's do some quick shouts to people that followed. Raptor, Bodo, Getting Turned Up, Dark Hollow, Psychotic, Vince Clorfo, Andy Grimholt, Top Mad Hat Gaming, Rockkid, and Nafa Terrarian. Those guys followed offline, so thanks. Shout outs for you guys. We are back tomorrow night, like I say. Until then, try not to get eaten by too many giant spiders. Try not to get knocked out by a drow like you're trying to just have a play fight with. And try not to roll too many nat ones, of course, because we want to be laughing when you do. Until then, everybody have a wonderful good night. And it's good night for myself, Will, and Josh, and Beth, and Cord from Encounter Roleplay, and James. No Cord. Nope. He doesn't care about you, but we do. Nope. So, good night, everybody. We love you all. Until tomorrow, adios.